Welcome, Dolphin fam, Wolfpack Nation.
Hello, everyone in the house. Let's see. Hello, Sherry. Hello, Kane. Thank you for coming through, you guys. So, the reason why I put, let me turn this phone off because it's going to keep ringing, ding-a-ling. But the reason why I put on there sleep paralysis, how bad can it get? When you hear the story that my BJ Des in here is going to tell you guys, OMG, it's crazy. I've never had it to that extreme, but she's had it to the highest extreme as far as I'm concerned, my opinion, my thoughts, okay? But she had it really, really bad. Okay, so go ahead and tell us the story about your sleep paralysis and how it started and when it started, and we'll go from there. All right,
Yeah.
hello everybody.
Hi, everyone. Can you hear me now? Because I wasn't able to hear you. I had to go change the
Yes,
audio.
I can hear you.
Okay. I had to change that. The first time I believe I experienced my sleep paralysis was when I was maybe 16 or 17. And I was actually sleeping and I was trying to get up. Like I got up and I was watching my clock and I just couldn't move. My eyes was open. I could see the time moving, but I couldn't move. And while I'm laying there, you just feel like something was just off. I felt something demonic. That's just how I felt.
Oh, wow.
And then also I felt like a knife was piercing through my back.
Ooh.
It was, I was trying to move and I just felt, I could feel it, literally feel that pain in my back. And I don't know what to do. I can't move. My body was just standing still. Like I'm trying to move, but nothing is happening. So after a few minutes, I did come out of that, and that made me very fearful for a while. I was like, why is that happened to me? That was my first experience. And I think I did speak with other friends, and they were talking about other stuff like, demonic stuff, some evil spirits or whatever. That sometimes people go through that. But I didn't know at that time what sleep paralysis. So after that time, I started to get it quite frequently. As I got older, I started to get it frequently to the point where I would have it every night. And that was very scary to the point that I didn't want to sleep at all. Like I literally could not sleep at all because even as I got up, like once I got out of that state of paralysis, I still would fall back to sleep and go right back into paralysis again. It was so strange. Like even if I got up, after you get up, you figure, okay, you go to sleep fine. It wouldn't happen with me. I would go back and still can't get up, and that made me not want to go to sleep at all. So I would just try to, drink coffee or whatever, stay up. I just couldn't sleep. So I remember telling my mom, like, I don't know why this is happening, but I never honestly went to the doctor or seeked any understanding of why that was happening to me. But it was very fearful. And I could tell you now, as the years has gone by, now that I'm a lot older, it doesn't happen as frequent, but I still get them, from time to time. Since I've been here, since I've moved I believe, to Florida, I've had it less than when I was in New York. So, which was a big thing for me. Yeah, I've had it less. But when I was in New York, oh my gosh, it was like first it started like every day, then after every week, but that still was a lot that was happening, especially when it's happening every day. Some people have it every couple of months, but I was having it quite frequently. It really scared me to the point that, and I really was worried about if I was going to die in my sleep.
Oh my gosh.
And then you had like this dark cloud that would be all over you. And you're like, where is it's so demonic and it's dark. It's like a gloomy cloud. And I can't explain it, but it freaked me out. And I would be so afraid. Like I felt like the cloud was going to swallow me up.
Wow. Hello, Dubs. How are you? So I don't know why we have these types of these paralysis dreams,
Yeah.
paralysis, excuse me. But I feel, this is my opinion. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a specialist or in any manner. Let me put my banner up because just in case it's a trigger warning for some people as well. So basically, the reason why I think we have these things is like when
Mhm.
we're sleep deprived, um, stressed out,
Right. Right.
we went through some kind of trauma, because
Agree.
it's like it in itself, it's like trauma. You know what I'm saying? It's
Yeah.
like it's trauma because if you think about it, we're seeing something really, like you said, demonic, because it's this dark cloud over our heads, right? And it's
Yeah.
got eyes. You can move your eyes around, but your body is paralyzed. You can't even do anything.
Yes. And you can see everything. Like I told you at that time, the first time I had it, I can actually see the clock. Like the time is moving. It's not like it's frozen, it's moving. And I'm like, why can't I move? And to come to find out, you really are still sleeping. That's
Hmm.
what's so strange to me. You really are still in a sleep. But to me, I felt like I was awake and I'm trying. So that's what freaks me out a bit when I go
Yeah.
through that, you know. But
And before we keep on with the sleep paralysis, can you tell us a little bit about yourself? This is my friend, BJ Des. She's going to tell you a little bit about herself so you guys can get to know her for her. And then we're going to go on with the sleep paralysis. She's got lots of stories. I have stories, and I don't know how many others have stories, but we'll see how this goes. All right, go ahead, baby.
hey guys,
Hello, Jay.
I don't know what to say about myself. um, that's a question. Well, I was raised in New York and now I live in Florida.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I moved here honestly for the weather, but I actually moved during the pandemic. During the pandemic, it became really tough being in New York City. So I
Mm-hmm.
had decided to kind of move and kind of start things new. Basically, what I do, I'm actually a trader, independent trader. So I
Mm-hmm.
trade like the forex on and currencies, which I love doing, and I make a little money from that to save up. So I actually started. I wanted to do my own channel, showing how people how to actually start trading and what they should be learning. So I'm
Mm-hmm.
looking forward to doing that coming up soon.
Okay.
I have no children. It's just me at this point. And I've known for a while now. I think it's
Yeah.
three years now. Yeah,
Yeah.
since
Almost
the
three
pandemic.
years.
Yeah. So, and I'm just happy to be here. Like when I actually when this you had this on the other day, I so could connect to that, and I was so sorry I missed it because I have experienced that for so long. And I'm
Mm-hmm.
like, that freaked me out because I like to hear other people who have gone through that. Like, I'm not the only crazy one that people say, oh, that's never happened to me. And I
Yeah.
always thought I was like the only one. But
Dub said I had a situation where I was up and got stuck, like someone was holding me down, and my neck
yes,
felt stuck in a certain position. Yes,
yes,
sleep
yep,
paralysis is exactly what it is. It's paralysis. You're paralyzed. Your
yep,
body will not move. Your eyes can move. It makes you see what you see, but you're not even actually. So my understanding is this, because the same thing for me. I wasn't sleeping. Like I was on my way to sleep.
right.
I'm awake. I am fully awake. We're fully awake. A lot of people are fully awake. I don't know how many people have it like they're sleeping, but I have it when I'm fully awake, but I'm not like uh comfortable, as in like I'm just really exhausted. I'm really tired. My body's just like, oh my god, it's crashing. That's where I get my sleep
Yeah,
paralysis,
yes.
because when I'm really tired. Hey Armando, thank you for coming. Thank you. Thank
Hello.
you.
Hey, Amanda. I'm sorry, everyone in the chat, Dubs, the truth. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
so
Hello, guys.
when I have it, it's like it feels heavy, and my heart beats really fast because I'm horrified of what's going on around me, and I'm not able to move. And
Yeah.
when I was working, I worked 21 hours straight, no joke, Like, I mean, the only
Mhm.
break I had was me go home and them call me back and say, come back. We need you to go to work because somebody
Yes,
didn't come in because I was a shift manager. As a shift manager, you have to take their spots.
yes,
So until we can get
exactly.
somebody else in, nobody came. I worked the 21 hours. That whole time I was up. When I got home, I laid down and all of a sudden I had that vision, that creepy, whatever you want to call it, that cloud over my head. And
Hmm.
I was like, oh my God, I could just remember it like it happened yesterday. It was crazy because I'm not good with my memory. I have short-term memory, but this memory is like it's in my
It's
head.
so vivid. Yeah, like you
Yeah, it's very
can't.
vivid, exactly.
Yeah.
So I thought I was pounding on the table. And then I called my sister and I was like, you didn't hear me pounding on the table? I was trying to get your attention.
Yeah.
I couldn't move. And she's like, what do you mean? I didn't hear any pounding on the table. So you think you're doing things, but you're not able to move at all, y'all. At all. It's a lot. So go
Yeah.
ahead and tell us a little bit more about yours.
Um, when I was speaking to you, same thing, like we were talking about long hours. But I know when I back then, I was working in a coffee shop in
Hello,
the World
Bronze.
Trade Center,
Mm-hmm.
and I would open and close the store for days. So I would maybe have one day off. So I would open the store, had to close the store. So I was there practically all day. So
Mm-hmm.
I only had a few hours sleep, but even when I got home from work, I just couldn't sleep. It
Yeah.
just took me a long time to fall asleep. And then when I did, I would always fall into, here we go, I'm paralyzed again. I can't get up. And then I don't even sleep through the night. I try to
Right.
stay up and just go to work the next day, which I didn't realize that was what was making it worse. Like I needed to actually fully rest, but I just
Mm-hmm.
couldn't. I really couldn't. I just was so fearful of sleeping.
Yeah.
And I try now. I've had to learn, like when I now that I'm a little bit more experienced about paralysis,
Mm-hmm.
I um I try not to panic. Try not to panic when you're in that state. I just really try to relax because I know it's actually going to, pass
Yes. Mm-hmm.
eventually. And I try to block out the black cloud. I've only experienced one time with the toy with the knife in the back. That was only one time, the first time. That's the only time I
Mm-hmm.
experienced that. Other times was just a cloud, or you just felt like something evil around you.
Yeah. Have you ever had it where it was multiple times in one night?
Yes. That's what I was saying. When I go in and out, I
Yeah.
would get up and then I'll fall right back. I'll get up and I'll be free to sleep, and then I'll fall asleep, and I'm still in that state again. And
Yes.
that made me not want to go back to sleep. And I'm
Yes.
like, okay, I can't sleep. I don't want to go back to sleep. It's just too much.
Yeah, I have it like that too. That's just in case somebody didn't come in and hear that part of it. That's why I repeated it. But basically, I
Hmm.
have done it like I think it was like 3 times. But it was like it would get tingly at first, then my heart would just start beating, and then all of a sudden I'm just like panicking. I feel like I'm panicking, but I'm not moving. I'm
Yeah.
not doing anything, but I feel like I'm panicking, like I'm moving, like it's just, it
Yes.
feels really,
Yes.
really scary. And I'm not a scary person. That's the thing. I could walk around in the dark or watch a movie by myself in the dark, watch a horror movie. I'm talking gruesome movies, and it wouldn't
Wow.
phase me because I already know it's not real. But when it comes
Yeah.
to that, it's so real that
Yes.
that my heart just starts palpitating. Boom, 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 like hard, like I can't even control it. And then I'm like, I
Wow.
don't want to go to sleep. Like you
Oh,
said, I
Brown.
don't want to
Yes,
go back to
Brown's flat
sleep.
flower God. It's true. But Brown's flat power God says that it used to scare him, but now he has control over it, which is good.
Yes,
It's just scary when you go through it.
definitely.
I learn now just not to panic, just to kind of relax or come out, but still I'm still afraid to go back to sleep. It's just like, oh, I don't want to
Yeah.
feel that way because it's not a good feeling. It's just like I said, it's demonic to me. I
Yeah.
feel like something dark, devilish is going on, and I don't know why. And I think this is what I was trying to say with my family. They would say my spirit left my body.
Mm.
That's what they would say. That was what my family said. Oh, your spirit left your body for a moment, and then it came back.
Hmm.
And I'm like, okay, didn't explain anything. I'm like, and I thought for a long time that was true.
Yeah. Have you ever heard of a witch riding your back?
Yes, yes, I
Yeah.
have. Yeah.
I've been told that in the South. I learned that in the South because at home
Wow.
when I was, California, I never had this problem. It
Right.
started when I got, well, actually, no, I'm telling a story. That was my first time was I was in California because I was at my sister's, and the rest of them have happened in Louisiana.
Okay.
Like more. That was that one time because I was so exhausted. But I noticed when I'm really, really tired, I get that sleep paralysis. I get it every
Yeah.
time I'm exhausted. I'm tired. I'm just like, I just should have been going to sleep instead of staying up all day, all night, right? Or all day
Yeah.
and all night. And that is not good because I've done that multiple times where I stayed up for fully over 24 hours. Hello, Bud Files. How are you? And Bron said best ways to avoid it.
Just don't sleep on your
Don't
back.
sleep on your back.
That's the worst feeling when I'm on my back and that happens. I am more afraid than anything because at least my back is turned. But when I'm faced up, because I have like this would be funny, big boobs and stuff like that. I feel like it's a weight on me, and I feel like I'm drowning. And
Mm-hmm.
I don't like that feeling when I'm on my back. It's so bad when I'm on my back. It's so scary to me because I feel like I start to panic
Yeah.
when I'm on my back. When I'm laying on my stomach, I'm fine. I just wait it out. But when I'm on my
Right.
back, I'm so fearful. Like I really feel like I'm drowning. Like I'm gonna have an asthma attack, and I'm
Right.
asthmatic. So that's.
Wow. Um,
Mhm.
I have not. I just recently started sleeping on my back. I used to sleep on my side. When I fell down, I don't know if I injured it to the point where now when I lay on it, it hurts to lay on it
Mhm.
on my side. Like I said, my left side, I hit it 3 times. Okay. I already fell three
Wow.
times. And for some odd reason, my arm is fine, but my hip, when I lay on my side now, it hurts. So I have to go to sleep on my back. And I have noticed it to be more frequent with the sleep paralysis when I sleep on my back for sure. And I mean, three
Yeah.
times every like it hasn't been doing it every single day. It's not every single day. I'm not going to sit there and tell you that. It's probably every maybe every 2 weeks or so. Sometimes it'll pass a month. It's just when
Mhm.
I'm tired, and with YouTube and everything, it's a lot of
Yeah.
editing, a lot of this and a lot of that, people drama. It's a lot, and it
Yeah.
just
Wow.
tires you out. And they tell you take a break. I took a break. That didn't do nothing for me because while I was breaking, I was still having a sleep paralysis.
Me too.
Um,
But I found like I was getting enough rest. Like sometimes, like when I'm getting enough rest, why this still happens to me? Like I'm sleeping most of the day, especially
yeah,
at the time when I wasn't really working. I was still having. I'm like, well, I am sleeping.
yeah,
But then I do toss and turn a lot, so I don't really fully sleep. I get up every 2 hours,
yeah.
so
And Bron
that could
said
be
he
it too.
says wake the F up.
I know.
He tells himself that. So yeah,
I be praying. I honestly, I go into prayer. I'm like,
oh
God, please don't let
yes.
me die. Please don't let me die in this situation. Please, please. I be praying. I'm like, I don't want to die.
Right, right. Yeah, because I kind of like that's what I do. I'm always praying. I mean,
Hmm.
anything I do, I pray, especially like when I'm doing cases, I pray. So
Yeah,
it's something that just comes natural for me. I don't have to go to church to pray. I pray every day, all day, right? I pray
yeah,
for people. I pray when I see people pass by in an ambulance, right? I
yeah,
pray for everybody. But literally I go, oh Jesus, take it away, take this away, please take it away, just don't let it come back, because 3 times in one night is a lot.
it
Trust
is.
me, it's a lot.
It is.
Because then now you have a tired body because you still haven't gone to sleep, because you don't want to feel it, you don't want to see it, and you just can't go back to sleep. Like you said, you can't go back to sleep. I wake
Yeah,
up every day at 3:20 in the morning. As when my husband has to go to work, I wake up at 3:20 in the morning. My alarm wakes me up. I go fix breakfast, and then he goes to work. You'd think I'd go to bed, right? I'd go back to sleep. No, I don't. I look at YouTube.
yeah,
I edit. I'm
yeah.
editing.
You
I'm
are
looking at
up. Oh my
YouTube.
gosh, you
So
are really up.
I'm listening to what I missed, right? And then I'm editing at the same time. So there I go again. I'm not getting any rest. So then now it's a repetitive thing. It's going to be me getting tired, me can't get any sleep because that doggone thing is hovering over me. Like, I don't know. It's crazy. You would think I learned my lesson. I haven't learned it yet. Okay. It's been since I was, I was 19 years old when it first happened. 19, because I knew I was in California at
Wow.
that time. Yep.
Oh, wow.
19. It was a lot. So, anybody in the chat, you guys want to hop up? I'm only going to let certain people up here. If I know you, I'll let you come up. But if not, everybody else has to stay down in the chat and keep it moving. Thank you. So basically, I just think it's a lot. And
Mhm.
people, I know I could sit here and tell you guys this. I'm telling myself the same thing, but it doesn't work like that. But I could tell you guys, relax, sleep, get your rest,
Yeah.
try not to stress out. Let me tell you something about stress. Okay. I don't know how you work with stress, but this is how I do stress. Oh, you're working, listening? Okay, thank you. Hey, Precious, how are
Hey,
you?
Precious.
Um, so this is how I wait, what was I talking about now? See, I don't got myself off of it. Anyway, let me think about what I was gonna say. I forgot. See, if I take my mind off of it, it's gone. It's gone.
I have short-term memory too. I
I
don't
have
know what that is. I don't know if that's old age because I don't remember having that before, but I can't remember anything. I
yeah.
honestly have to jot down if I put something somewhere because I always hide something from myself and don't remember where I put it.
Yeah. If my mind comes off of what I was about, like if I don't say it right there and there, it slips. It's just gone.
It's just
Um
gone.
mine is I actually had a heat stroke years ago.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
We were in Arizona.
Wow.
We were driving through Arizona going to California, and my
Wow.
truck has a little what they call those little fuses. The fuse went out. I didn't know at the time that that's what it was. Hey, Astute, how are you? Thank you for coming in.
Hey,
um
Stu.
yes, yes.
Yeah.
But the fuse went out, right? The fuse went
Hmm.
out, but I didn't know that at the time. And I'm not a mechanic, y'all. I'm not a mechanic, but I call myself going out in 112-degree weather while I was
What?
dieting. I was dehydrated because all I was drinking was tea and going to the ladies' room, because tea makes you go to the ladies' room. Gotta
Right.
pee, right? Excuse me for TMI. Anyway, so like I said, I was driving, the fuse went out. I went straight outside. Hey, steady grinding, how are you? I went outside. I opened the hood and I was like, oh my God, what's going on? And as I was sitting out there, it was so excruciatingly hot. It was hot. It was very, very hot. And
Wow.
my eyes started flipping to the top of my head, like as in I was about to pass out.
That's a lot.
And the
That's a
police,
lot.
as I was trying to do something, like I was saying, I was not feeling well. I sat down on the what they call it, the bumper. I was sitting on the
Hmm.
bumper, and the police came. And the police came and they were like, "Hey, is everything okay?" Because they saw me like just sitting there instead of doing what I was supposed to be doing. Instead of being in my car where it's nice and cool, it wasn't going to work because the car was like off, right?
Uh-huh.
So I let my kids stay in the car, and then the cop was like, "We're going to go ahead and call an ambulance for you," because that's what they did. They called an
Wow.
ambulance. They took me to the hospital. The hospital was like 5 minutes away. And then my kids asked the doctor, "Is my mom going to be okay?" They were able to get to talk to the doctor when they brought me in, and he was like, "Is my mom going to be okay?" The doctor could only say this: "We're going to do our best."
That's
I
so
was
scary. That
Yes.
is so scary.
I don't remember all this. I remember what they told me because I was already out. They had to
Hmm.
ice my whole body, like head to toe, ice me down. That's where my memory
Wow.
goes, because I was at zero. My potassium level was
Hmm.
almost zero, like right at almost zero. So they were like, they had to work on me from that evening. It was like, I believe it was like 5 something that evening until four
Hmm.
o'clock in the morning. They had me on IVs. You know what was so nice about them at that hospital is that the hospital and the police, they took my kids and they put them in a hotel, gave them Pizza Hut, Burger King, and McDonald's. Whatever they wanted, they gave it to them. They
Wow.
took care of my kids. And I was like, thank you, Jesus, because it happened where it needed to happen if it was going to ever happen. You know what I mean? I didn't want it to happen, but
Hmm.
it happened in a place where my kids were safe and taken care of. So the oldest brother took them in and he took care of them, made sure they ate, got their sleep. And then they brought me to from my understanding, they if I remember correctly, they brought me from the hospital to the hotel, and then they fixed my truck. It was just a fuse. It was just a
Wow, that
fuse.
is a whole
All that
lot.
over a doggone fuse. Y'all, make sure y'all check your fuses. It was a rough ride. I mean, out of nowhere, it just stopped. My truck just
It's true. It's
stopped.
true. Yes,
So,
astute. Drinking lots of water. I know. But at that time, like when you're there and you don't have any access to water and you're
yeah.
just sitting there, I
Well,
can see.
at the time, I didn't drink water, but now I have like cases and cases and cases of
Me
water
too.
because I don't drink
Me
it out of the sink.
too.
And I do water all the time. Like right now, I'm holding a bottle of water, and when
Hmm.
my mouth gets tired of talking, I drink a little some water. So,
Me too.
but
That is bad.
that's where my memory loss is at. It's from Arizona. It's from years ago.
Wow.
And I was already told when you have you have any kind of stroke, your memory just kind of just goes all over the place.
Wow.
And like I said, if I don't say what I have to say, it goes away. And when I do think about it, it's going to be like later on in the day, probably like after the live is over. So I don't know what it is that I was trying to say, but yeah, it's it is what it is, but it's fine. But so back to the sleep paralysis. We're done with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's hard to go to sleep now. And then that's what I was going to say too. So you try to go to sleep, you
Yeah,
can't
the
go to
truth.
sleep, so you're up this whole time, right? You're up.
Yeah.
And then your body goes into tired mode, and then you start seeing the same thing again because you're so tired from that day, and then it
Yes.
just keeps going. That's why it's like a repetitive thing for me, because I'm not getting the sleep that I should be getting. And when I
Right.
wake up at 3:20 in the morning, I should be going back to sleep after my husband leaves, but I
Yeah.
don't do that. And I need to do that, but I don't. I
You're
really
ready up. Yeah, you're an early bird. Yeah. I can call you 4 in the morning. You up.
Yes, I learned my lesson. I
You
do.
are up. You knew. I'm like, oh my goodness. You are so up. Oh
Yes.
wow. And that's what one
Hello,
thing,
Hot
because I
Billy.
be up all night. All night. I'm up all night. That's why I had to go on medication to kind of get me to sleep, because for years I just can't sleep. And I don't know if that's to do that. Sometimes I get afraid, but I cannot sleep at night. So I had to take a pill. But only bad thing about taking a pill, it makes me more drowsy in the morning. So like I don't like how I feel. It takes me a few hours to kind of feel like back to normal, like I'm up. And I don't like that feeling.
Yeah.
So I wanted to talk to my doctor about that. I don't like how I feel when I take it early. Like I'll take it at 8 o'clock. Like I thought maybe I was taking it too late. So that's why I
Mhm.
was feeling that way. But then I took it at 8 at night to go to sleep. And I'm like, still by 10 o'clock, I'm now feeling like now to get up. I
Yeah.
don't like that. I'm an early bird. I am an early bird. I'm a 5 a.m. in the morning girl. But lately, these days, since I've been taking the meds, I'm getting up like 10. And that's
Hello,
just too
Lena.
late.
How are you? Um, if you guys see, look,
I
we're
used
not
to take
on
sleepy
playing
time.
around up in here, so I am I got it. I'm gonna take care of it, y'all. All
Okay.
right, I took care of it. Thank you.
I didn't see that.
Yeah, it's the one I was saying. We don't repeat what they say because
I won't.
automatically I don't want to hear it. Okay, so basically, I just feel like hey Leona, if I didn't say hello, I'm sorry. So basically, like I said, the sleep paralysis is it's a rough ride, very rough. It's a lot. It is a lot.
What's weird to me is like when I'm laying next to my husband and I'm trying to talk to him and he just won't respond, and I'm screaming his name and he cannot hear me while I'm in that state, and I'm like screaming like wake me up, shake me, but he can't. He can't hear me, and
Yeah.
I'm talking, and literally I feel like I'm talking, but he's not hearing me. And then I remember when I got out, I was like, did you not? No, I was moving. He was like, you weren't moving, you were sleeping. I
Mm-hmm.
was like, no, I saw you looking at you and I was calling you and you would not respond.
Right.
And after a while, he realized that happens often. And he's like, that's never happened to him. And I'm like, well, it freaked me out when
Yeah.
I go through that, because I tell him that, I just don't, it feels something demonic that's going on. And I just don't like how I feel. And I try not to panic. And if I panic, it gets worse. To me, it feels like I take longer to get out of it.
Right. That's true. That's true.
Mhm.
Because when I lay down, like you said, when I lay down, I'm like, okay, it's gonna go away. Shake it
Yeah.
off. And you feel like you think you're shaking it off, but you're really not.
Yeah.
Shaking my head like, go away. It doesn't go
Yes,
away, y'all. It
Stu.
doesn't go
Yes,
away.
Stu. It's like I'm talking out loud, but it's really to myself in my head.
Yes,
Yeah, because
yes,
I'm really not verbally talking now.
definitely astute. Yes,
Hmm.
definitely.
But oh my gosh, I mean, that experience, I'll tell anyone.
Thank
Like
you,
I was
Deidre.
saying before, just don't panic.
Right.
You will get through it. It's a bad feeling when it happens, or even talk to your doctor if it gets, really bad.
Yeah.
He could maybe find ways of maybe for you to have better sleeping methods to do at night before you go, like meditation, stuff like that. I
Mhm.
try, I'm like, I live with my phone, and that's like one of the biggest thing, and my laptop. My laptop and my phone is always on my bed when I'm at
Oh,
home.
wow. Mine
Yeah.
is on the side
Hmm.
on
It's
my
on my bed.
dresser.
And I have it on my bed. And that was one thing. Like when my husband would go sleep in the next room, he'd be so mad because I have to have it. I'm like, nope, I'm here. I just when everything comes to my mind, I need my laptop and my phone near me. I just need to. I don't
Right.
know. I just do my best thinking at night, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah.
You
I
know?
don't know what it is. I try to get my sleep, you guys. I do. It's just when you're in YouTube, you want to get information out and everything. Hmm.
Mm,
Hold on one second.
uh-oh. These idiots, I swear.
Yeah. So
What are people
basically,
doing? Mhm.
these people are.
I know. Unbelievable. Like, what
Hold
is.
on. I got
Mhm.
some for them. I got some for them.
That's right. You and me, right now. We're having it out. Let's go. Come on. Come on.
I don't think so.
People just.
You're making me angry. You're making.
These trolls are something else. I'll tell
I
you.
know. I
You gotta
know.
ruin your channel. I just
can't-
don't
You
understand.
can't do nothing serious without them coming in here. This is crazy. I've never had trolls in my since I've started on YouTube. It's been like what 3 years now, and I've never
Yeah.
had trolls until recently. They started back up. They
Oh my
started. They started.
gosh.
Yeah, I mean, like they've been in other chats that I've been in, but they've never been in my chat. This is the first time, and it is starting to the point where I'm like, you know what? I got something for y'all. So I just put that on there. But anyway, back to our schedule.
Yes.
Trolls.
Anyone, I was gonna ask Stu, have you ever had that sleep paralysis? Have you ever been through that if you're still here? Because I'm like, anyone else that's experienced it?
Yes, I'm staying on topic. Thank you, Dietrich.
Yeah. I know Brownstead, he gave us some advice. Don't lay on the back. He said, don't lay on your back and say F you to it. Oh my goodness.
Yes, definitely you want to do that.
But he's right about that on the back. I've had some real bad experience laying on my back with that. I really just panic a lot. Just
Yeah.
really overly panic a lot. But I'm just happy. I can't remember the last time I've had it, so that's a good sign.
Right.
I
Definitely.
haven't remembered. Yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah, she
Okay.
said yes. Astute, would you like to come up and tell us a little bit about yours? You're welcome to come up. I could drop the link real quick and then take it right off because I don't want them to grab it.
That's
Would you
crazy.
like to come up, Astute?
It's like crazy, but I tell you, I never wondering like how would a young child if they're going through something like that. Like I wasn't that young, but I'm like, what if it happens to like a young child that's 5 or 6?
Oh my gosh. I've never heard of that
I've
one.
never heard it, but I'm gonna do some research on that. I'm like, I could imagine that's horrific for them.
Yeah. And I'm pretty sure it's any age. So D Truth says, do your minds and your body relax before you go to sleep? Sure, no problem. Okay, I'll go ahead and let me pull her up. Let me
Okay.
invite her.
I don't think the truth. I honestly, I don't. That's why I was saying that I have to eliminate like my laptop, my phone, and kind of really meditate,
Yeah.
before I go to bed, because that is the truth. I think that's what it is. Like I have too many things going on, and I don't let my body relax before I can go into sleep. So that's a good point. But yeah, I don't. Be honest.
All right. Go ahead and grab the link, sweetie, so I can go ahead and delete the comment before they grab it. Because if they grab it, they're gonna get the I don't think so.
Oh. Oh, she have to log into her laptop.
She said, "Give me a second." Okay. All right. Let me go ahead and delete it, and then when you come back in, I'll put it back on.
Yeah,
because
we don't want
they
these
did it
crazy
last
names.
time. They tried to come up here, and I was like, "Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't think so."
that was some craziness.
But what they come in as people that I know, so they take their avatars and then they try to, Anyway, so yeah, I think my worst
Wow.
one was probably the 21 hours of not sleeping when I was at my sister's, because I was also in a place that I was not like, I just started staying at my sister's not that long ago.
Right. Oh my goodness. That's just crazy. Like, I think the worst one for me is the ones where I have it like I go in and out.
Yeah.
I don't like that feeling. Like I'll go to sleep, get up, I'm back in it again. And I'm like, it can happen 4 or 5 times. And then I'm like, I don't want to sleep because I'm afraid to go to sleep.
Armando, write something write in the chat something that we do in your channel, because I don't know if this is you or not, because it says authenticated, but I've never known it to be authenticated under that name. Okay. All right. Hey, Stu, how are you?
I'm okay. How are you? I haven't seen you in a minute.
I know. I had to take some time off. I fell down and hurt myself really bad to where I couldn't even like function. I had to take, and I don't know how many times I've told people I do not take medications, and I ended up taking Advil 3 times a day to get that edge off, the pain off.
Okay.
Wow. That's a lot.
Listen, I ain't gonna say that's a lot because like for real, I have like 6 herniated discs in my back, and then I have a pinched nerve in my neck. So lots of times I'm always in pain. So I take ibuprofen, but if I only have Advil, I will take 4 at a time. Because if you think about it, if the doctor gives you ibuprofen, they'll give you like 500 milligrams. But I make sure I drink a lot of water. I drink water. I drink 100% cranberry juice, and I only drink green tea. I really don't even drink soda anymore.
Yeah.
So as long as you taking it, but you have to have something in your body that's flushing it through your system. If you don't drink enough water, it's not going to flush it good through your system, so it'll mess with your kidneys a lot.
Gotcha.
See, I take sleep meds because I don't sleep. I had a car accident a few years back, and I literally, for like over a year, I might have slept 30 days within that year.
What?
So my mind now my mind doesn't shut off now. So I could be having everything could be going fine in life, but I still overthink. So my mind, my mind is like a hamster in a wheel. It's constantly moving. So I have to take sleep meds to shut it off.
Gotcha.
So what I do is I take if I'm missing any part of my sleep meds, it'll mess up it won't let me go to sleep. But I have had those times when I have went to sleep and I felt like somebody was holding me down. I couldn't get up. You will sometimes think you're talking. You could be screaming your head off in that dream, but nobody can hear you say anything out loud because you're not saying it out loud.
Right.
You're really talking, you're really screaming in your head. You're not screaming out loud.
Right.
That can be annoying.
Definitely.
Yeah, it is.
Sometimes I think it also has to do with other people. Like say if you have a mate and they are not cognizant of your sleep patterns and how you sleep and don't pay attention, they won't know. Like people laugh at me because I tell people, look, y'all don't want to talk to me when I take my sleep medicine. I done told you that before. If I take my sleep meds, y'all gonna think I'm drunk. And half of I ain't gonna remember none of it. I might not even remember the conversation or that I talked to you. But I'll be sounding like I'll be high off in the mountains somewhere. So people are like, oh my God, you said don't call. I said, I tell people don't call me when I take my sleep meds. Because you're gonna talk to somebody different. That person, you're like, I don't know what's she talking about. Like, what is she talking? I even be talking about what they ain't even talking about.
Right.
So if you're trying to get to sleep, that's why I say get you some yogi tea and also try
I used to do sleepy time when you talked about it. It's been a while. I haven't done that since I've moved to Florida, but I used to do sleepy time. I like
I got yogi. Yogi tea has everything though. Yogi tea is spelled YOGI. They have a tea for every single thing. They have one for to relax your mind and your body, because that's the only way you're gonna go to sleep is if your mind is relaxed. Your body has to be relaxed. But if those two are not relaxed, you're not going to sleep. You're going to want to go to sleep, but you're not going to sleep because you're thinking too much about, I want to go to sleep, I want to go to sleep, I want to go to sleep.
I do too. I would say that's true. I will sit there and like, go to sleep, please go to sleep, and nothing will happen. My eyes is just open.
Because you're
Sherry said Ambien. She said Ambien. She says I have that problem as to feel like someone is holding me down. Yeah, that's sleep paralysis, y'all. That's not you even sleeping yet. Like
that
you're
Ambien
literally
is not good for you.
To see this. Yeah.
Tell her she need to get off that.
Before I forget, because like I told you, I have that short-term memory. The thing I want to talk about was stress. I want to tell you guys something about stress. Okay.
Oh, girl.
I learned how to deal with stress. You know how, like, if you can't pay that bill on time, a lot of people sit there and they stress out, right? You know what I do when there's a situation that I can't do anything about it? I calm down. There's nothing you can do about it. What's the use of stressing over it?
Girl,
no, I wish I can. I can't. I don't deal with stress very well at all.
But there's no use to stress. If there's something that you can't do anything about, what is the use for that stress? That's why I don't stress anymore. I'm clear of stress because the way I think of stress is something you can't do anything about. So why even worry about it? Because now you're worried, you're stressed out, you're losing your hair, you're biting your nails, whatever it is that you guys do, people do when they get stressed out. You're doing all this.
I stress. I overthink things. My brain is always moving. That's one of the things. It's always going. And I always feel like I'm paranoid, but I think I've gotten that from my mom because she was paranoid about everything. That made me paranoid about a lot of things in life because I've gotten older. And I had to kind of learn how to change that a bit because I be paranoid about when I first got married. My husband could not believe how paranoid. I couldn't touch certain things. I couldn't do certain things. He was like, "You're freaking out for no reason." And I would go like, and I'm loud and screechy, so it's annoying to him. But I'm just like, that's what I'm so used to. That my reaction is to that. So I've never really known how to stress or when I'm going through something. Sometimes it's just to get on your knees and pray. Just like put it to God that that the stress will relieve you of your stress that you're going through. But I still to this day have problems dealing with stress.
But I suffer from anxiety and depression, so that makes it even worse.
Same here.
So when you start stressing, sometimes regardless, when you can't do nothing about it, you still gonna stress because it's like, okay, but if I don't pay this bill, they're gonna shut that off. If I don't pay this bill, I can't drive this car. If I don't pay this bill, I won't have nowhere to live. So if you're out in the world by yourself, it's different.
Right.
That's
No,
true.
no. Okay. But so
So
did
that's
that
my
stress
world.
that you just had about that problem with the bill that you weren't able to pay, that it was going to get turned off? Did it get fixed? No, because if it gets turned off, there's nothing you can do about it. That's why stress? There's
Because you're
no
trying to
reason
got
to
a
stress.
solution. You're trying to figure out a solution to the
Well,
answer.
that's different. Yeah, that's different. You're
But
figuring
it's
out a solution.
stressful as
That's
hell. It's
different.
stressful
It's
as
still stress. That's
hell.
when
Right.
my anxiety is
It's a
kicking.
lower, it's not the
Ooh.
actual stress. It's more of a, you're trying to find a solution for it. So it's not that you're stressing, it's just you're trying to get things together, right?
Yeah.
So
Definitely.
when I say stress, I'm talking like you're biting your nails and you can't sleep and you're stressing everybody else out. That's the type of stress I'm talking about.
See, I try not to put my stress off on other people because whatever
Right.
happens in my life is on me. I'm too
Yes.
old to be saying, well, I do blame one person, and that is a fault. Stop messing with my job. But anywho,
I
I'm
got you.
gonna shut up about that.
Mm.
For now. But sometimes you get beyond stressed. Some people think, oh, I'm stressed out. No, sometimes you can get beyond stressed out.
Mm.
And that to me is the point where you really, really can't sleep at all.
Right.
You can't focus properly. And
Right.
that is so annoying. That's annoying, it's aggravating, and it'll make you an angry person sometimes. Even if you're not an angry person, it'll make you angry. And people are like, what the hell's wrong with that person? She don't ever act like that. Like, cuz, like, you have no clue. Like I tell people, they have no clue the stuff I have been through in the last year. But
Right.
by the grace of God, I'm still here.
Right.
And I'm doing my best not to overstress about it anymore. Because it's been a year. But I'm like, I still want to break some faces, but I can't. So I won't. But, oh Lord, y'all have no clue. But I try to not put it on other people. My family get mad at me because they know me. If I'm going through it, and my sister Des know, I be bugging on her all the time.
Yeah.
About disappearing. I'm the one that disappears. That's my job. That's my job.
Yeah, we're similar.
I have to check on my sisters, and she know that. And I be feeling bad when I don't. So you knew I'm making my business to keep an eye on you, my lady.
What's going on?
You were one of my favorite people.
Oh,
And I was wondering where you was at. I was like, yo, she was killing it up here. I was like, she was on live all the time. I said, I'll come in her bushes and sit for a little while and crack up on people. Next thing I know, I'm like, oh, wait a minute, where is you new at? I was like, okay. Everybody got to deal with things and they got to deal with their life in their own way.
Yeah, no,
Like,
I fell down. I went to California and I was going to go live while I was in California, but I said, you know what? No, I'm going to spend time with my family. And when I got here I got to Louisiana, and it was like a few days later, I was trying to get in my bed, and my little stools collapsed on me because of where I stepped on it. It collapses so you can put it up under your bed or whatever. Way. So basically it collapsed, and I fell down, but I didn't fall hard. That was like the bed saved me, but I still hit my left side. I still hit the left side, but it wasn't as bad. So TMI, I went to the ladies' room, came back out to get on the bed, and not knowing that my stool now has a crack in it across the part that I would step on normally, and it went boom right from under me. And I mean, there was nothing stopping me from that fall at all. I have my floor is not carpet. It's actually ceramic tiles, hard tiles. And under that is cement, right? So there's like nothing soft about it. When I went down, I hit my bed. I went down and I hit my whole left side was all messed up.
Oh, wow.
I took down a bunch of stuff off my dresser and this cabinet. I knocked off all kinds of stuff trying to make my fall a little less painful, I guess, because I was I hit hard. I felt really hard.
Wow.
So when I went to get into bed, I couldn't. It hurt that bad to get in the bed. So like I said,
try to stand up straight.
Right. I couldn't do that. I was hurting so bad.
Oh, Lord, I know that feeling.
And then I was like, taking a leave, and that I didn't take a leave right away. It took me about 3 months or so before I even started taking a leave.
What?
Yeah, because
You ain't
I don't
all
take
that pain.
medications. I told you I don't take
Okay.
medications.
Gotcha.
Oh, you have a problem with that? Okay. Do you want me to send it? I'll send it to your email. I'll send it to your email. So what happened was, after that, my husband, so like I said, I was in a lot of pain, excruciating pain. I took a leave 3 times a day. People were like, "Oh, that's you taking too much. You taking too much." I'm on my phone. Oh, shoot. Okay. Well, do you have your email on your phone? Because you can go through your email. Let me know. So basically, like I said, I started taking that leave 3 times a day, and I never take medications, because the reason why I don't take medications is when I got hurt at my job years ago, the doctor gave me Vicodin, right? And that Vicodin took me out for a whole weekend. When I tell you a whole weekend, I meant a whole weekend. I'm not exaggerating. My husband even told me, he's like, I'm not going to say my real name. You knew. He was like, you slept all weekend. You literally went to the bathroom and went to bed. You literally, that's all I did. I never ate. I never drank water, nothing. I went straight to the bathroom and back in my bed every time. That's the only thing I did.
It also sounded like your body was tired too.
Oh,
sometimes our mind and our bodies don't be connected, and that body be tired. I've done that. I slept a whole weekend and did not. I think I got up and went to the bathroom twice.
Right. And so, like I said, my husband told me about that, and I was like, yeah, I didn't even, for myself, because it was me, I didn't realize it until he mentioned it, that I was doing just that, because I was just out.
Yeah, your body was tired.
It took me down, because I'm not a medication taking person. So when I had to take that, for a reason, I took it because I was in a lot of excruciating pain. I just had my nerve got pinched, and I couldn't deal with that either. So this is on my left side, right? So hold on. Oh my God, hold on. Give me a second.
Okay.
Is this somebody else keep coming bothering that person?
Yeah, thank you. Anyway, so basically, so let me go ahead and finish this part.
Yeah,
so like
this
I
is
said,
a troll in here.
Yeah, I'm going back to my schedule. Hey, HBIC, how are you? Thank you for coming in, sweetie.
Ooh, Chris Hansen.
Like I said,
yeah,
I don't take medication, so I did take the Aleve, and that would take the edge off the pain. It didn't take the pain away, of course, but it did take the edge off of it, right? So my husband asked me, this is when I started to get a little bit better, because the Aleve now is in my system. Like, it's in my system, and I'm feeling a little bit better. My husband was like, you want to come with me to the sports academy? And I was like, yeah, sure. Like, let's go. I haven't been anywhere in that whole time that I went from my sister's house to this house, and I have not left anywhere, right? I haven't gone anywhere, no stores, no nothing. So I went to the sports academy with my husband, and he got some stuff, right? I'm gonna tell you what he got. He got a pow pow and a few other things, a pow pow tool, things that go into pow pow. So anyway, so basically we were walking out, and he was trying to hand me the bag of the pow pow, the stuff that goes into pow pow. And I went to grab for it, not paying attention where I was walking. When I tell you,
when you fell again,
oh my God, there was a speed bump in front of me that I did not pay attention to. I fell straight on my left side again. This time, not only did I have pain, I had my arms all scraped up, bleeding. So my husband had to take care of that. My elbow, because I couldn't get to it, because it's on the outer part, right? The part that you can't really get to. So he took care of it for me, and now it's better. But guess what? What's crazy is, nobody's going to believe this, because I don't know if you've been through this, but when I fell that third time, 2 weeks later, it was like I never fell down.
Yep. You retwisted something back into its place where it belonged when you fell.
Fixed it. Because when I fell hard, I fell hard on that speed bump, it was concrete. I hit concrete, y'all. Concrete.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, let me go ahead and send it there.
I know that feeling. I've had that issue. I've fallen, and then something bothered me, and then I may slide or slip somewhere else, And then I don't got that feeling. I'm like, wait a minute.
It slipped right back into place. Wow.
Mhm.
Wow.
Okay.
I tend to always fall on the same knee every single time. It's always the same leg.
Oh, you don't want that leg. That's what that is.
Yeah,
That
the leg is a problem already. When I go to the orthopedics, they already see issues with that going, as I get older. So I'm like, darn. So I hope. I would really hate to.
All right, I sent it in your
would hate to get my
email.
knees replaced.
Because if it's not working on the IG, then there
But
you
the
go.
knee replacement is not as bad as people think it is. I thought it was gonna be. I did, but I was good. Like they literally sent me home the next day. As long as you hit them steps that they need you to require to walk, and you have technically moved your bowels,
right?
And you got some steadiness in it, they let you go the next day. They was like, let's see how it works. If we might be able to send you home today. I said, I ain't going nowhere today. Y'all can hang that up. I'm staying right here. Well, I know that everything fine before I leave this hospital. We're not doing that. But I haven't really it only feels weird now every once in a while. It literally feels like it's a leg brace on my knee.
Yeah.
When I'm walking sometimes, I'll be looking like this. Okay, you not being my friend today. I know when it's being my friend and when it ain't. But it took me years to even have this knee replacement because I didn't want to do it.
Y'all keep talking. My dog needs to go to the ladies' room. I'll be right back.
Yeah, go ahead. Okay.
Yeah, I didn't want to get it done. I should have had it done like 10 years ago. But I'm like, I'm not even 50 years old. I'm not doing that yet. So I said, then I'll do it because they both have to be replaced. And I'm like, it's a lot. But there's no cartilage there, so it's bone on bone, and that was driving me crazy.
Yeah. Oh man, I can imagine. Oh.
Girl. So now the left knee is starting to get on my nerves because the knee replacement knee is heavy, and I sleep on my side, so it's making the other knee hurt more than it normally does. I'm like, you are so disrespectful. Disrespect. It was like sleep with a pillow in between your legs. I'm like, I can't sleep like that because I sleep all across the bed. I said, I can't stay that way in one space. I toss and turn from side to side, and I sleep on my stomach. When you got them, it's hard. That was the hardest thing for me, was being in the hospital bed, sleeping in the hospital bed on my back. I don't sleep on my back. That's uncomfortable as all get out.
I got a big bed. I got a big bed on Stu, and I only sleep on the right side.
Sometimes I put stuff on my. People think I'm crazy. They're like, "Why you got stuff on your bed?" I said, "Sometimes because
I have a lot of stuff on my bed.
I'm not used to being sleeping in my bed technically by myself all the time.
Yeah,
I've always been in long-term relationships. So
when I
moved out again on the second time on my own. I was in a 6-year relationship, 7-year relationship. So I always had somebody with me.
Yeah, gotcha.
But then it got to the point I was like, I like sleeping by myself. I don't got to be pushing nobody out the way, telling men to shut up. Like, I ain't got to tell them to stop snoring in my ear. I ain't got to do none of that. I'm good. Like, I'll lay something on one side and I'll sleep.
Hello,
like
the truth.
Hey, the truth.
Hey, everybody.
Hello.
Yeah, it's definitely a lot. Definitely.
It is. But you definitely got to get that water in your system because you don't want it to mess with the medications or anything you ever try to take.
Yeah.
To mess with your kidneys.
Yeah.
Like the young lady that said she took Ambien. I was saying,
she actually said she thought maybe somebody else did. She said she doesn't take Ambien.
Oh, nobody. Let me tell you something. My little sister, I told her, if you don't tell that doctor, I said, don't give you that no more. Because she literally would get in her car. After she took it, she would go to sleep, but she would wake up, not know she woke up, get in her car, drive to the food store, go to Walmart, to McDonald's or something, and buy all this food, and will come back and wake up in the morning. It's on her bed. To know where this food come from. I said, she done ran over two people mailboxes. I said, you are not taking that mess.
Are you kidding me?
Absolutely. It's a lot of people that have that issue with
Ambien. Killed or someone else.
It's a lot of people that have that problem with Ambien. That's why some people can get off on those hit and runs and stuff like that because they be taking Ambien, and that Ambien don't be having people alert. That's why they tell you don't lift no heavy equipment on it, None of that. That stuff will have you out traveling, going places you ain't got no business in the middle of the day or middle of the night.
You're right. And back to that sleep paralysis is sometimes you try to force yourself to go to sleep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And your body relaxed, but guess what? Your mind is not relaxed. Like you think about all the stuff that you going through, what you got to do the next day, and all that stuff. You got to have your mind and body relaxed at the same time, and just let your body naturally fall asleep that way.
Right.
So, cause that's what I found myself doing, like trying to force myself to fall asleep. Like sometimes when I let my mind and body relax, I go to sleep. Don't know I fell asleep. Now I wake up like, man, what time did I go to sleep?
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? Because your body and mind are relaxed and got rid of all that bad toxin that you're thinking about in your mind.
Gotcha.
I know about working them long hours, have to get home, then also got to get right back up, go right back in.
Yeah.
Hey, when your body is tired and your mind is tired, guess what? It gonna let you know.
Yep. It'll shut down on you when you least expect it.
Especially, don't let it shut down on you in traffic.
Yeah, my friend did that. He fell asleep on the parkway and ran into the guardrails on the parkway.
What? Ooh.
I said, boy, I told you to ride with us to this meeting. Do not take your car, but you didn't want to listen because you wanted to go straight home after the meeting. He ran into the guardrail, tore up his car. He ain't had the car 2 months.
That's horrible.
But
I used to feel bad with my dad, not to come off topic, but he had sleep apnea. And he would drive and he would be falling asleep at the wheel. I don't know how he'd be driving and sleeping. And I always used to worry him getting into a car accident because he's been having that for years.
Wait, did he have narcolepsy or sleep
apnea?
That's
sleep apnea is like you can't sleep, you can't breathe while you're sleeping. Like I had 11 seconds of without breathing throughout my sleep.
Yeah, that's what he goes through that too. And
narcolepsy. Narcolepsy, where you'll fall asleep anywhere.
Right.
It don't matter.
Out of nowhere, you just fall asleep.
I think he had both because then he also had the breathing. Like I would have to when they stop breathing for a while, he'd be scared. He'd be snoring and then you don't hear nothing for a while. And I have to shake my father like, Dad. It's like, I didn't hear him breathe. It'd be scary.
That's why you have them scary things. That's why you get, when you get scared, you get shook real hard.
Yeah.
It's not like it just shakes you a little bit. It shakes you real hard because you have been in those spaces where you had to be alert as a child.
Always.
Make sure
Yep. And this what happened to me. I fell asleep one time, right? I was sleeping good. You know when you get in one of them good sleep.
Yeah.
20 minutes.
And I woke up. At least I thought I woke up.
Yeah.
But I didn't wake up.
Yeah.
I'm like,
I've been there before too.
I'm like, what did I? I'm like,
it's like you double dreaming almost.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, wait a minute. I thought I got up, but I didn't get up. I'm like, wait a minute here. You start searching my like, what just happened?
Right.
You was in a deep sleep.
I'm like, okay. Whatever happens, it happens. So guess what? Ain't nothing I can do about it. Let me go about my day.
Right.
You good, because I'd have been tripping for at least a good 2 hours.
Right.
I'd be like looking around in circles like, hey, I could have swore I did that the other day. So I know that feeling. Like I had a dream, like I really was able to do something I really wanted to do for like a year. And I woke up and I was pissed because I'm like, yo, that really didn't happen. Like I was mad. Like, this lady out, but I can't. But in the day, she called me and I cussed out, and I was happy. But I woke up and I was like, "Damn it, that was fake! Like you shoot me up."
Oh my goodness!
Yeah, for real, it's crazy.
It's just like when you have a dream, right? The good one. It seems like you wake up when the good part started. You have the good time. You wake up by the time. Then when you have one of them nightmares, you don't wake up. Like, wait a minute here.
I know it's the truth. That is
What's really
so
going on?
true. That is so true. I'll be having the most I mean, every time I have a good dream, I get up and I can't remember. I'm like, it was so good. Why did I wake up? But the minute I have the nightmares, that thing just keeps going. And I remember everything from the nightmare, but not my sweet dream that I had the night before.
It wasn't meant for you to remember.
Yeah. I'm gonna ask y'all this question right here in the chat.
Mm-hmm.
Have y'all ever fell asleep? It wasn't a dream, it wasn't a nightmare,
Mm-hmm.
but y'all see something that's gonna happen to you, and you don't know when it's gonna happen. Then all of a sudden, on down the road, it happened. Like, man,
Premonition.
yeah,
That's a premonition or deja vu.
I
Yep.
have them all the time, child.
I've never
it's
had
annoying.
that. Never.
It's annoying.
That's something about it.
Yeah.
Because you think you going crazy.
Yeah, definitely. Because I'm like,
That's what
where did I see this at?
yeah, like I did this before.
Yep.
Same people.
yeah. We like,
Mhm.
and when you had that premonition, right? Like, it ain't the outcome that you wanted.
Yeah.
So the difference between premonition and deja vu is, so premonition is like you see something that's gonna happen, right? And deja vu is something that's more detailed. So basically, it's like you end up dreaming about a place, and then you end up there. Sooner or later, you end up there. It's crazy because you're like, I know I've been here before, and I just don't remember
Kinda
when
like
I was here before, but
kinda
it's
like them.
actually a dream.
It's kind of like Groundhog Day,
Mhm.
the movie.
Mm-hmm.
See, mine are a little different because
Mm-hmm.
call me crazy. I don't know. I'll tell y'all no lie. I'm gonna tell you if I can, this little story. But mine sometimes happen in a dream, but I'll have it multiple times. And I'm like Michael Strahan. I don't watch no sports except skiing. I mean, excuse me, not skiing. That's boring. Ice skating, gymnastics, and the swimming. That's what I watch. I don't watch basketball, football, none of that. I didn't know who Michael Strahan was. I had dreams about this man for weeks. I'm like, who is this man? I didn't even Google him. I was like, you know what? I don't even care who it is. And I kept seeing him everywhere I would look.
Get out.
A few months later, this man pops on my daggone TV screen on Kelly and Michael Strahan.
Yeah.
I was like, what? Wait, huh?
It's a TV
Hold up.
show. Mm-hmm.
Get out of here.
I watched Kelly and them. I watched Kelly Ripa and them.
Yeah.
So I knew nothing about him. I didn't hear Michael Strahan's name ever, nothing.
Wow.
So when that man popped on that show, I was like, "Yeah, that's who I was dreaming about," because I didn't even know what he looked like.
Mm-hmm.
But I seen his face a little bit. I didn't know he had a gap.
Right.
But I keep having that dream all the time. I was like, "Who the heck is this man?" I was like, "Whatever." They say if you want a dream to happen, don't tell nobody. So I said, "I want to see what this is gonna do. I'm gonna shut up and be quiet." That's what I want to do.
It cause you tell somebody, they gonna think you crazy.
I tell people, I have dreams like this a lot. And I have to tell people, like, I'm not crazy, y'all, for real. But I've been here before in my dreams. I know it was a dream, but I've been in this exact spot, this exact place, and whatever's going to happen is going to happen.
Yeah.
I said sometimes I can tell you what happened before it actually happens.
And they look at it, and they give you that look like, what are you talking about?
Okay, you play too much.
Lena said, without God, I don't know what I would do at BJ.
Amen to that.
Yes, amen. Double, quadruple, as many times as you want to hear it. Amen, amen, amen.
That is
so I had a dream that came true. This is not a premonition. This is not a deja vu. This is something that actually ended up happening. But the way my dream happened is it was, you know what a Grim Reaper looks like, right? It's dark, right? No, this one was white with black eyes. So let me tell you what happened. My mom has always told me the colors and the people is opposite, right? It's opposite.
Okay.
It's true. Because let me tell you what happened. So this guy, he's wearing, like I said, he's got all white and black eyes. It wasn't no black eyes as in, oh, you know, he's just there. No, it was scary. It was a scary thing.
Yeah.
So in my dream, I'm at my mom's house now. I went in the room and he followed me. I went in the kitchen. He followed me. Everywhere I went, he followed me. Hey, together, how are you? He followed me everywhere I went. I don't know if it was a he or a she. I'm just going to tell you, I don't know at the time. In my dream, I don't know if it was a he or she, but it was definitely following me everywhere I was going. 2 weeks later, I've told this story before on here. I don't know if anybody remembers this. 2 weeks later, I'm coming back from school. And for some reason, I looked in the back. I was sitting on the back of the bus and I looked out the window and that there was a car there, right? You don't look at it as they're going to do anything. It's not somebody that's going to follow you, right? No, it's just a car back there. For some reason, I saw it back there. So when I got off the bus by myself, that car was right there, y'all.
Ooh.
It was a white car, tinted windows.
Wow.
Right. So I'm walking and I'm like I said, I noticed the car to be there when I got off the bus and I was like, what the heck? I said, this is a trip. Maybe that's where maybe he was just riding behind the bus. I don't know. So I just kind of walked a little, I'm talking like maybe a few steps. And then I noticed that he was like still there. I looked behind me, he's still there. I took off running. I ain't never ran in my life like that before. I ran and ran to my friend's house because that was the closest place to where the bus stop is.
Yeah.
So I ran her house and I said, let me in. There's a guy following me. So she let me in. We looked out the window, not 10 seconds later, because we were going to call 911. But when I looked out the window, that car was gone, y'all. That guy was, I don't know if he was coming to unalive me, and traffic me. I don't know. I was young. I was like, I don't know, 13, 14 years old, I believe. I literally did not know what was going to happen. I just know that when my friend opened that door, my heart was able to relax because it was horrifying to have somebody follow me from school all the way there. And I think the reason why he chose me was because I was by myself, y'all. I was by myself.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And have y'all ever noticed how they talk about the Simpson and the Boondock, how they stories, and you look at it like you don't pay no attention until it happens. It kind of make me wonder who write them story and where they get it from. You see what I'm saying?
I say that all the time. I said, then people be coming up with these stories. They ain't stories.
Nope.
Y'all throwing them off to us as stories.
It's
but
things
that already happened.
Right.
It's in the midst of happening.
Drina.
Or it's getting ready to happen. Because the little just by watching how they messed up cartoons, and breaks my heart. Because kids should be allowed to enjoy cartoons. We were allowed to enjoy those cartoons, but now we find out it was either a bunch of sexual stuff in it,
or they're telling the future, like Bart Simpson in them
in there or something. It's like, wait a minute, hold up. Because like Nickelodeon, and like people's like, oh, that's why they got that foot on there. I said, I have to go watch that movie because there's a documentary on Netflix about Nickelodeon and all the AB users that was in there of children.
Yeah.
Thank you, Drina.
But I can tell y'all to take it in a peaceful place so we don't stay on a bad space in our heads. I'm gonna tell y'all about this dream. I think my sis heard me tell this dream a couple of times. I'm not gonna make it as long as it really is.
No, go ahead. No, go ahead. Take your time.
After I had my son, I was a young mom. I had my son when I was 22. I was a virgin child. I was 21. I had my son when I was 22. And my mother was in a nursing home. So I used to go visit my mother like 3 times a day, every day. I didn't want her to never think I took her and put her there and left her there. But I was a child still to me because I was still being treated and treated like a child. I wasn't being treated like a young adult.
Right.
So
right.
When I found out I was pregnant, I was almost 5 months pregnant. I did not know.
Oh, wow.
I was still taking birth control pill. I was going through all this stuff and I did not know. And I said, I wish I'd have known what I knew now. Because I'd have sued that doctor's office because something could be wrong with my child. Thank God there's nothing wrong with him.
Right.
But I used to go visit my mother all the time. So after I had my son, he was about maybe, I think, the 6-week mark. I took him up to go visit her because she was mad at me because I wasn't coming, so she wasn't talking to me. She was giving me attitude. It was funny. I was like, well, when I come next time, I got a gift for you. And I took him up there and I laid him on her chest. And I said, that's a gift for you. That's yours. That's not mine. That's yours. Because I had to learn. I think that's when my mind started to focus more on God a lot and stop worrying about myself and ripping and running. Because it started to come to me like I laid him there. My son was never a crier, but they laid there for a good 45 minutes just staring at each other. So years later, I started having these weird dreams. I had this dream for over a year. I had this dream for about a good almost 10 years. It was getting on my nerves. It was my mother. She would come to me in my dream all the time, and she'd be like, "What are you doing? Leave that boy alone. He fine. Go do something with yourself." I was living in places I never seen before. My son was always the age he was at that time. And she just constantly kept saying that to me, like, go do something with yourself. Leave that boy alone. He fine. He fine. He fine. And it started to aggravate me. Because I'm like, first of all, I'm already having issues trying to sleep. And lady, you ain't let me sleep neither. She was like that when I was a little kid because she used to want to tell me old stories when I'm supposed to be asleep for school. Miss her dearly though. But I used to be like, lady, what do you want? Like, tell me what you're trying to tell me. Like, because these dreams is going on too long.
You're right.
So finally I sat still one day. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna figure this out. Because this is getting on my nerves. So I sat in my room, I lit a couple of candles, I turned my TV off. I didn't even turn my music on yet. And I was like, okay, lady, God, somebody gonna tell me something. Because y'all are messing with my sleep. So I was like, what are you trying to tell me? Now, my son is the only child I have. I have no parents still living. I never met any of my grandparents. I don't have, like I said, I'm an only child. So my son is the only child. So me and my son have a connection. That's my baby. That's my heartbeat. That's my everything. Anybody got kids, y'all know that feeling.
Right.
But for me, it's even deeper because it's like it was with me and my mom. It was just after my uncle passed away, it was just me and my mother. That's all it was nobody else. So I was like, I didn't want my son to fall into the traps of the street. I told him, because I always told him, you're born with 2 strikes against you when you were born. You were born male and you were born black. I said, I do not need you ended up in jail, unalived, any of that.
Right.
I said, so I'm going to monitor what he does. I don't care if you don't like it, but I'm going to do my job. I said, I do. Plus, we always overcompensate of things we did not have when we were young.
That's true.
I was like that with my son. And I'm on here. Where you at? Who's with you? What time you getting back here? I was always doing that. So I sat in that room that day, and it just came to me as clear as day. I was like, you know what? She just trying to tell me, look, leave that boy alone. He fine. She watching over him. He's safe. I said those words out loud, and I have not had that dream since.
Oh, wow.
Really? Wow.
I haven't had that dream since I said those words out loud. So I said, all right, baby, I get it. I'm gonna let loose a bit. I got you. I'm gonna leave him alone. Alone. Even him going into his late 20s, I was like trying to get on him and like, nope, your mama said she got him, leave him alone. You gave him to her already. So let her do her thing. And that's what I had to learn to do. But that's still my thing. I will hug and kiss my son out in the street. People be like, that is the sweetest thing. I said, look, I love my son. Me and my son have adult conversations that you're supposed to sit and have with your kids, even when they ain't kids. He's 33, but I still have those conversations with him because he needs to know how life works.
Right.
Yeah.
He's still got to learn it on his own.
Yep.
I want him to be cautious of the people and things that can come in your life and cause havoc and hit.
Yes.
And the way I get from that is that day you sat your son on your mama chest and they looked into each other's eyes. That what did it right there.
And I knew that was a gift for my mother. He was not meant for me. He was meant for my mother to have her first grandchild before she left this earth, and she had her first grandchild before she left this earth.
Amen.
Yep. And that's a feel good story right there. You know what I'm saying? That's a feel good story.
Yeah,
Because
absolutely.
you know how I am, right? I talk about this stuff right here. And what I say, parents got to sit down and talk with their children, right?
They got to keep it real.
Not at the children. You got to keep it real with them.
Absolutely.
Got to keep it real with them.
Right.
Oh, and I use details too, so I ain't gonna front on that. Because I said I ain't raised you to go to jail. You ain't never seen nobody in this family go to jail. You ain't seen nobody out here in these corners slinging things on these corners. Don't do it because you can be in jail by yourself. I'm not coming to visit. I ain't sending no care packages. They'll call me collect once a month. But I taught you better. So
yeah,
my son kept 2 jobs if he could. I still ain't got no grandkids. He still ain't never been to jail. He's not an alcoholic. He's not a drunk. He's not a junkie. None of that. So I thank God for that.
Yes,
But
definitely.
sorry,
Definitely.
Detroit, I'm gonna have to come follow your channel too. But anywho, sorry. But yeah, I carry that with me all the time.
Yes.
All the time.
I don't know if you guys ever had this before, but I had a situation, a very, very scary situation with my son. He was 3 years old at the time. Okay, TMI. I'm not TMI. I'm sorry. Trigger warning. I don't know if you guys get trigger warned with this or have any warnings with this or have any triggers, I should say. But this is what happened. He was 3 years old, and I was in the living room and sitting down watching TV. And he usually is like sitting there hanging with me, or he's in his room getting a toy or something, right? My son has a habit of climbing up on the cabinets, up on top of the counter, right? Why he gets up there, I don't know. There's nothing up there for him. There's nothing up there, but at the place that he's able to get up is nothing but what they call it, Tupperware, right? It's not like dishes. There's nothing heavy. It's just
Is there anything hidden inside that Tupperware?
Right? There's no toys up there. So he finds himself up there, huh?
If there's snacks up there hidden inside that Tupperware.
Just Tupperware. Okay. Nothing but Tupperware. Just Tupperware that I use for my food and stuff when I have leftovers. Anyway, so he gets up there and he gets down, no problem. This one time, at this time, when I was laying on the couch watching the TV, I'm not kidding. When I tell you this, you guys are going to be freaking out about this. I saw my son at the doggone kitchen door, blood, just dripping blood.
Oh, Lord, I'd have lost my mind.
Dripping blood, like just drenched in blood. My behind got up because I noticed that I didn't see him. And like I said, I'm always over my kids. I was like one of those, what they call POS, parent over shoulder, all the time. Well, let me tell you what happened. A few minutes later, I go to get up and I hear a thump. My son hit the floor, knocked himself out cold.
Oh, Lord.
Yes. And I was trying to wake him up. I kept like trying to wake him up. I was like, baby, baby, baby. Nothing. I called 911, y'all. I have never called 911 in my life for any of my kids. This is my baby that this happened.
Yeah, that's scary. Yeah.
And I called 911 because he would not get up. So I called that when they didn't have like the police or anybody else come. The fire truck came, right?
That's the first people that come.
Right. So guess what? He says, hey, little boy, when I tell you my son woke up as quick as I don't know what, and he looked around like he was just confused, like he was in a daze. And I was like, oh, thank you, Jesus. He's back. I mean, when I tell you my heart was beating so fast, I didn't know if my son was going to make it because he wouldn't get up. I didn't know what happened because like I said, I've never dealt with anything like this. So when he woke him up, and he was like, okay, he's fine. He just knocked the wind out of himself. I was like, thank you, Jesus. If you ever go up on that counter again, mama gonna get your little tail. Girl,
you were fussing after that. You know, you were fussing after that.
Huh?
I said, you were fussing at him about that after you found out he was fine.
Oh my God, yes, because I was so relieved that he was okay, because when I saw him drenched in that blood, it freaked me out. And the first thing I could look around, I was like, well, he's not in here. It's been a minute he's been in here. And I looked and I went straight to the kitchen, and all I heard was a thump as I was walking to the kitchen. I hadn't even made it to the kitchen yet. All I heard was a thump, and I went in there. I knew he was up to no good because it got quiet. Because when your kids get quiet, your kids get quiet.
You know they doing something, they ain't got no business.
Yeah, they doing something. So like I said, that was the scariest moment of my life. That's actually, for me, I don't know about you guys, but that scared me more than what scares me with sleep paralysis.
Oh, wow.
Absolutely.
That's my heart.
Absolutely.
The baby.
Yeah.
That's my heart. That's my baby. That's one of my children that I just gave birth to 3 years ago. And his behind, he never did get up on them counters again. I promise you, he never did counters again.
Yep.
I know he didn't, because that scared him.
Yep. And I got a story similar. I got 3. I don't have no kids, but I got 2 nephews and a niece.
Mm-hmm.
I'm closer to my niece. I'm gonna tell you why.
Okay.
I got off work one day, and my sister called me and said, I'll have the baby. Okay. I went up to the hospital.
Mm-hmm.
And and she gave me the baby, and I looked into her eyes, right?
Mm-hmm.
My hand's so big, y'all know how small babies are.
Right.
And I looked at her, and I was so scared that I was gonna break her. So I handed her back to her mama. And then when she got a little older, I used to go there to keep her. And when I lay on the couch, I lay her on my chest, right? She falls asleep, then I fall asleep.
Right.
Me and her so close that
that's like
I
your
can sense
child.
yeah, there you go. We so close. Y'all know the feeling.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all already know the feeling.
Absolutely.
And I tell her every day, if there's something you cannot talk to your mom about, you come to me.
Yep.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, definitely.
And
that's the support.
Continue to be her safe space to go to.
Yeah, and I tell her, I said, and no reason I'm there. Like I tell on my channel, I tell them, say, the father really don't have to be in the house. You just got to have that
access to a man.
A man, that father figure. Because me growing up, I didn't have a father figure. My father wasn't there. But guess what? I had uncles, older men that molded me. So I learned from them. And long as I keep telling her I love her and all this stuff, ain't no man gonna come tell her any different. They can't.
Yeah.
That's what the problem is. That we, as a community, I'm trying as a whole, we look at each other as different, but fail to realize we all the same.
Mm-hmm.
We might got different skin tone, right?
That's it.
Right.
But guess what? We all got the
same.
Everything else the same. We might be. Some of us might be short. Some might be tall. Some might be skinny. Some might be fat.
Right.
But guess what? We all got bones, ligaments, heart, all that stuff, blood.
We all bleed red.
Yep.
Hello.
And some of us got like sleep paralysis. A whole lot of people probably got that.
Yeah.
A whole lot of people got different other things that going on with them, but they don't. We as humans, we don't see that we are the same. We always see the difference.
Right.
Good point.
And I don't see no difference.
Don't understand.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I tell my people, I say, one thing we got to learn to love and respect ourselves.
Right.
First and foremost. Exactly. You don't respect yourself, you can't respect or love nobody else.
Right.
Because think about it. If you love and respect yourself, you can see through all the BS that people try to tell you.
Yep.
They also need to learn. We also need to learn how to have, those difficult conversations.
Mm-hmm.
Growing up, I guess, with our parents, but they don't want us to be heard or they want us to discuss certain things. I think now that we need to be open and honest with our children.
Right.
A lot of we holding them back from doing that.
Yep.
I can go back and remember things that affect me now because I didn't say anything back then. That I could have changed.
Say it now.
Yeah, and you know what? Something else that's wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Parents these days shoving iPads, phone, TV, laptop.
Yeah.
In their children's face because they don't want to be parents.
Exactly. That's what they learn from. Mm-hmm.
And one
My
of our
kids
kids
didn't
not
get
have
phones
one of
until they were in high school. Like I'm talking, like
Hello.
high school. Okay, not ninth grade, not 10th grade, but 11th and 12th grade is when they got their phones. Also, you got to remember, agree to disagree. You may not agree with everything that somebody says, but you can't get mad just because they got their own opinion about things.
Exactly. You're not
Bingo.
supposed to agree with everybody, because if you did, that means you are a mimic.
Yeah.
And you
Right.
A follower,
Right.
not a leader.
You are
of your
definitely
own.
right.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Then just think how boring this world would be if everybody agreed on everything.
I know.
Child.
It would be so bland, like a chicken without salt and pepper on it.
Yeah. And then on top of that is y'all know how we grew up, right?
Yeah.
Phone booth,
Mhm.
rotary phone. Kind of remember
Mhm.
phone numbers.
Beepers.
I ain't talking about when the people came in. I'm talking about before then.
Yeah.
We
Oh
had to
yeah, way
remember.
back.
We had to remember the phone numbers.
It
The
depends
Mhm.
on the generation you in.
Yeah.
Because if
I
you in your
wanted to ask you. I wanted to ask you guys a question as far as how do you feel? Like I've noticed that the youth now, they always seem like they're going. I find the youth of now has everything. You know, they have
Yeah.
game systems, high tech laptops, phones,
because
and for
parents
some reason they're committing suicide. Like their life, they go through something so small when we've gone through so much more,
Right.
and the
because their
little
Can
stuff
you
they're
say?
going
parents are not,
through. What's going on?
Hold on one
because
second.
their parents.
Can you guys replace that word with usai or whatever?
I'm
Anything like
sorry.
that? Yeah, it's okay.
Sorry,
It's
yeah,
okay. You didn't know.
sorry.
It's
Mhm.
okay. You didn't know.
It's
It's cool.
because parents don't want to parent no more. They want to say,
Right.
okay, I bought my child this, I bought my child that. No, what does your child know?
Right.
Right.
What does
Right.
it feel? What does your
Yeah.
child feel? Does he feel
And
the
that's
love,
the problem.
or does
Parents,
he feel something that's missing? That's what you need to know.
exactly. People have an issue with me when I talk about it, because to me, that's what, when you talk about a village of helping raise your kids, it's the people that live in your community.
Mhm.
I
But the
agree.
crazy thing is, a lot of young folks don't want you to say nothing to their kids, or they want to fight you. And I'm like, that's the reason why your kid is acting the way your child is acting,
Bingo.
because
Mhm.
you
Right on target.
cover the bull crap that they do and don't let them be
Mhm.
held accountable for their actions. You
I agree.
stop listening to
I
I'm
totally
sorry,
agree.
I don't listen to the government. Government didn't give birth to my son.
Sure didn't.
And they're not gonna hold him, they're gonna be holding him accountable for his actions and say I'm a bad parent if he out here running amok and causing havoc.
Right.
So why is it your child not the same thing? The difference is, because I told my son, tail up, okay?
Mm.
If I
Mhm.
catch you breathe wrong, I'ma get you. But you're gonna know what you're getting lit up for. I literally told him he was evicted from my home and don't take nothing out of that room because you didn't pay for nothing.
Mm.
Yeah.
That boy sat on that porch all day
I hear you.
till 8 o'clock. He's like, "Can I come in the house?" No, you don't want to be here. If you don't want to follow rules, then you can't live here. But you didn't pay
Exactly.
for nothing in there. I worked my tail off to pay for that. See, parents don't feel like that. They feel like, oh, it's the new thing and just give them the new thing. No, make them earn it.
No. Yes.
They don't know chores. They don't know responsibilities. They don't understand that
Mhm.
bullies have been around since the beginning of time. That is
Yeah.
how
Thank you.
Black folks of disrespect have got here, from them stealing in the first place. Okay?
Mhm.
So
Yes.
stop
Yeah.
playing.
You
Yeah.
just
Stop
said
allowing people to tell your kids, tell you what you do with your kids. I'm not saying put your hands on your kids and stop them from breathing or scarring them up. No, but they need to be tagged at times.
Yeah.
Conversations and sitting in corners and taking their phones away, that stuff don't work.
Mm.
Mm.
You see, it didn't hurt us. It didn't hurt us, did it?
It showed that I ain't never been to jail. I ain't never had a warrant. I got one child. I'm not an alcoholic because liquor does nothing to me. I'm not a drug addict. Only pills I take is to sleep
Mm.
and for pain. Other than that, I don't do it.
Yeah.
So I'm sorry. I guess my tail whoopings was what they worked for me. They showed me what I better not do and what I can do.
Right.
But the bullies have been around since the beginning of time, and parents are not teaching their kids how to handle bullies.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
I'm
I
gonna tell
said,
you.
why? Because most of their parents were the bullies.
Mm-hmm.
And get what they doing? They bullying their kids,
Exactly.
Definitely.
and they taking the frustration out on somebody else. And no reason we didn't pay attention to bullies. Cause guess what? They did right in front of us.
The
Guess what?
street.
You try to bully somebody back in our day. oh, that bully gonna get got.
Hello.
Mm-hmm.
And again,
Nowadays,
he was
the
told sticks and
internet.
stones may break your bones, but names will never hurt you.
Period.
They don't even, and that's a lie right now. Because anything somebody say about them hurt them.
They're breaking bones.
Mm-hmm.
They hurt your poor little feelings. No. Life is harder than that.
Mm-hmm. See, and
Life itself is harder than that.
Go ahead.
I guarantee you, we have a quiz against some kids these days
Oh my
without
God.
without Googling anything. They won't know nothing.
Nope. That's like I was talking.
Because think about it. We didn't hardly have no computers in the house when we were growing up. We had to go to the doggone library. We had to do some reading, didn't we?
Right.
We had to do a whole lot of reading because we ain't had no computers when I was born.
Because guess what? Why you think some of these kids these days are illiterate?
Yeah, because all I gotta do is copy and paste.
Yeah, copy and paste. I'm just glad my kids are not. I'm glad.
Too.
My kid was in honors and beyond, like with college as well as school.
Yeah, see, my son is stubborn.
My kids are pretty good.
Them daggone cancers are stubborn.
Mm.
And my son gets bored easily.
Yeah.
In school, like he was just like they were like, "Oh, we're gonna test him." I said, "Y'all can test him all you want. Ain't nothing wrong with that boy. He paying attention. He just want to do what he want to do at the same time. I promise y'all that." When they tested him, they was looking at me like I took the test. No, because he ain't no dummy. He bored in y'all classrooms and y'all can't teach properly.
Right. He was probably bored because he knew too much.
Exactly. And that's the problem. And I told him, I know you ain't supposed to tell your kids this, but I kept it real with my son, for real. I said, look, boy, you getting on my nerves. I said, first of all, you got four semesters to go through, right? I said, if you fly through the first 2.5, you could play all the games you want in the last part, and they can't flunk you. You want to do it backwards. You want to put in all the work at the end and play games in the beginning. It don't work that way. You got to put that work in first. And if you get sick and tired of that crap later, then you can sit back a little, you could kick back a little bit and move a little slower.
Yeah.
But you're doing it backwards. Because that's why they think something wrong with you. Because you're doing it backwards.
Did you guys hear about the New York situation with the guy that got turned down and he got the girl with the knife? He stabbed her.
Oh, no.
You didn't know about that?
No, listen.
Nope, I didn't. I don't even pay attention to the news. You already know that you knew.
Listen, I'm still tripping off the Maryland Bridge. I still have to go watch the news for that.
Did you see the bridge? How it came down?
I didn't. And I said, I have to go watch it because that breaks my heart. Because I'm like,
it was a cargo ship.
Just put out money last year.
It was a cargo ship hit it.
And stuff. Like, I'm confused.
Hold on.
For
I'm going to share it with you guys because you guys are going to be like, what is really going on in this on this earth?
They don't care.
Yeah, right. Nah.
That's why I said they keep playing. We're going back to slavery, y'all. I mean it wholeheartedly. If y'all let that orange demon back in that White House, I'm telling y'all, we are going to be living under a dictatorship. There already man already told y'all once he get in there, he not leaving. He done told you to their face he not leaving.
I look at thing I see right here is that we as a society, as a society as a whole, they don't want the truth to come out. They scared of the truth.
Definitely.
Anyway.
They're scared of the truth.
But he gonna tell it anyway. He don't care. He don't care.
Yeah, other things hidden behind that.
And they do not hold him accountable for nothing. He should be sitting in jail. Just like we all know he's not going to get them $1 billion together. So then he will be going to jail.
But he's still making a lot of money, they say.
He ain't making no money. That man ain't got no money. It's a lie. He don't have no, he don't. I'm gonna send you the clipping. I'm gonna send you the
There's a $585 million.
I think on Bloomberg they were saying he still
he don't got no money. He has collateral. That man ain't got no money. And he can't put up none of them properties. He won't put up none of his properties. But they're going for one specific one first.
Yeah,
nobody will put up money for him. Ain't nobody trusting him. So they put it out. So you mean to tell me so that means he will go to Russia or to ask them for the money. I said, see, people putting the word out there already.
See, and you know when ISIS did what they did over here, whatever, they went and did to Russia the same thing.
Listen,
We know that. That is so
Bhutan is
true.
his girlfriend. He will do anything for his girlfriend. Let me tell you something. If that man need that money and he can't get that money for the day before, and he end up with that money the day of, I promise you that's where he got his money from. And can't nobody tell me that ain't where that money came from, because nobody is lending him the money, not his so-called rich, powerful friends. Ain't nobody is giving him money to pay that bond. They ain't lending him none of it.
And don't he? Ain't that a lawsuit is $585 million?
Yeah. Yeah. He have to pay the government. Plus, he got to pay all the incurring fees. Plus, he still got to pay that lady, since he should have left that woman alone. But you kept harassing her. First, you actually harassed her. Then your mouth kept harassing her. She already got $5 million out you. Or was it $85 million out you? Now she got another.
I get you together.
Yeah. Now she got even more out of you because you won't stop talking about that lady. So she was able to capitalize off that man twice. And then everything else has to go to the government, to New York City. That man can't run a business in New York City for 3 years. And his properties have to be sold. So Trump Tower be gone. All that's going to be gone. But he can't use it for collateral and won't nobody accept anything he has.
Right.
Nobody is offering up. He wants his supporters to do it. Roland Martin showed the other night. He is asking his supporters to do it, to pay off that fee. I'm like, you are crazy. Man has lost his ever-loving mind.
It's just like extra taxpayer to pay for the coffee messing up.
Shout fools. Go ahead, you know. I'm gonna shut up.
Hold on. I'm gonna show you guys the bridge as well, but I'm gonna go ahead and let you guys watch this video.
Okay.
It doesn't have the video that I saw, because the video I saw was like the guy was in the store with his friends, right? He was in the store with his friends. And I don't know if they were like hacking, like, hey, go over there and talk to them girls or whatever. And he got upset because the girl turned him down. So here you go. This is what's going on in this world, y'all.
On the way to court for the suspect accused of stabbing twin sisters in Brooklyn, killing one of them. Family and friends yelled at 20-year-old Veo Kelly as he was led out of the 78th Police Precinct in Park Slope. Kelly surrendered to police and is accused of stabbing 19-year-old Samaya Spain last Sunday night inside a deli. Her twin sister was also stabbed and survived the attack. A family friend said her heart breaks for the victim's mother and sister.
And I know even through all this, LaShawn would pray for that person. That's who that woman is. No one deserves to lose a child. She did not deserve that.
Police say the twins did not know the suspect and had rejected his advances moments before they were attacked. Kelly was arraigned and remanded this morning.
I never heard that. That's the first time. And this in my hometown, Brooklyn, where I live.
Yeah, I seen that. I seen that right there, and it was said that she gave him her Instagram handle, and he didn't want that. He wanted a number, and this right here goes to shows you that these boys, the girls that come from the home, that some parents don't give a you know what. Because you can't take rejection. Rejection is part of life, ain't it?
Life. Yes, it is.
Like I said, failure is a part of life, but failure is not the end, right? And what I seen that is, she saw something in him that she didn't like, and I got a problem with what he did, but what I got a problem with is the people that were around him. Then try to stop him from doing what he did.
Hello. Right. People think that's entertaining, and it's not.
Yeah, and they've been recording instead of saving people, which I don't understand these days. Why are you recording and not helping?
That's why they don't have real friendships. They have surface friendships.
It's the same thing with Shaquilla. going away, and that happened to her. I mean,
They're just like, it's like you don't want no real friend to tell you what you need to hear. You want somebody, associates, to tell you what you want to hear. Yes men and yes men and yes women.
Gotcha.
Look, why I want a yes man and yes woman around me?
That's true.
I can lie to myself. I don't need somebody else to lie to me. That's why kids don't. That's why kids are doing the things they are doing to themselves and unaliving themselves, because they don't know how to handle rejection. A woman does not have to be a bee and a dog, and she doesn't have to be all that because she don't want to talk to you, and vice versa. If that man don't want to talk to you, he ain't got to be a bunch of names either. Everybody is not for everybody.
Yeah.
Just because you like that pretty little shiny thing over there, I mean, it's for you.
That's true.
Trust me, I learned the hard way.
Yeah. Then I'll tell you another problem is it's social media, Instagram. It don't matter which one. You see this happy couple on this Facebook, Instagram, and all that stuff. Guess what? Yeah, they might look happy in the picture and the videos they're showing. What really going on behind that smile?
True.
Like I said, it's the parents. I blame the parents. I don't blame anybody else, because kids do what you teach them.
Hello, young Rios. They do.
They watch what you do.
Yep.
They listen to your conversations. Just like children, when we were little, kids did not belong in adult conversations. Exactly. If we're having adult conversations, these kids are leaving this room right now.
Yep.
Nowadays, the kids are in the middle of the conversation. That is not supposed to happen. Your child is not your friend until they are an adult living out on their own.
And
not
still,
when they're children living underneath your authority.
Yeah, and then even when they get grown, they still not your friend.
And they ain't grown.
There you go.
All right. So this is the bridge. Look at this one. It's going to show you how it went down and everything. I had to find the right one.
Authorities in Baltimore have called off the search for survivors tonight after a fully loaded container ship slammed into a major bridge, the whole structure crashing down into the water. 6 workers are presumed dead, but the tragedy could have been...
That's crazy, right?
With the lights out, the power cut and blowing smoke, you can pinpoint the moment this fully loaded container ship veers disastrously off course.
There's a ship approaching. It just lost their steering.
What happened next was as catastrophic as it was immediate. The vessel slamming nose first into Baltimore's Francis Scott Key Bridge, bringing down the colossal structure with breathtaking speed.
It hit a main structure for it to all go down.
The mangled wreck of the mammoth 2.5-kilometer steel bridge now rests beneath the river's icy surface and across the ship's bow.
Yes.
But I keep saying God is not pleased.
Metal debris.
And God's people need to wake up.
Feared buried beneath
take the name of that bridge though.
Repairing potholes through the night. Their cars can be seen here.
There's a crew up there. You might want to notify whoever the foreman is, see if we can get them off the bridge.
Baltimore Bridge?
From the dark water shortly after
Francis Scott Key Bridge.
As an excruciating 18-hour rescue mission was eventually called
I ain't saying too much about that. Y'all get my picture on that one.
I like him. I like what's more.
We will use every asset to make sure they find a sense of closure.
A desperate mayday.
And now they're getting people that's passed away.
The highway bridge.
The cars that were on that bridge went down. I mean, it's a lot. It's a lot.
Yeah, they're doing a lot.
Ain't nothing them cars could have did. The people could have did.
Nothing.
Of Baltimore at 12:28 a.m. Traveling at around 8 knots or 14 kilometers an hour. Around 1:24 a.m., the ship lost power and propulsion, deviating.
I wonder if that was on purpose.
Taking out a key pylon.
Yeah, they're saying that they don't think it was
an accident.
Terrorists. They said
they don't think it was terrorism, but they still have to look into it.
He's likely inside this black box.
Why are you there?
As though could be months away.
Why are you right there?
30,000 vehicles crossed this bridge each day. It was quite simply
whoever was driving that boat didn't know where they're going.
Arterials relied upon to transport freight, national exports, and even hazardous material. Now, without it,
There's fears the city's economic engine will come to a screaming halt. And the president knows it, huddling with advisors inside.
Oh, and by the way, he's going to pay for everything, y'all.
Get Baltimore back on its feet.
It's my intention that federal government
In the
will pay for
structure.
the entire cost of
These
reconstructing
bridges.
that bridge.
You know what I'm saying? These bridges.
But they passed the bills for that already too. That's the crazy part.
It's up to state. It's up to the state and the city. They got to do what they got to do.
Yeah.
So you can't blame on the federal government.
This happened in 1975, y'all.
It's extremely rare. We don't have in Australia so many bridges in main navigation channels. Maybe we need to continue to improve and update the protection measures around our structures.
For this port, the knock-on has already started.
I was 7 years old when that happened.
The harbour mouth,
that first one.
Millions of dollars in new auto freight.
75. I wasn't born yet.
After this,
Oh my God,
stopping moment,
baby,
the city was slightly.
And Marley Hogan, as we just
I was 7.
the rescue mission for those
75,
missing road workers, it's now a recovery operation.
Yeah.
This just make you think about bridges that you cross every day. And how many bridges have been updated?
Authorities say that the conditions
not a lot.
Little tiny bridges, little short bridges. That's it.
And these bridges are old.
Old.
Beyond old.
Now is what caused
way under code.
catastrophic power failure. Later today, officials from the
They
National
take that money that made the 50 bridges, use it for something else.
Yeah.
Tonight.
I'm telling you. It's a lot that comes with that. When I think about that,
That's
when I be watching that stuff, I'll be like, because listen, the government has shown me time and time again, they are not to be trusted. If that fat orange thing could take all them boxes out that building and y'all ain't seen him take them boxes out that building, something wrong with y'all.
Yep.
Something wrong with y'all. Y'all ain't paying attention. And that's the problem. Y'all so busy worried about everybody else's business. You ain't taking care of the country that feeds you every day.
Right.
It's vets out here. I'm not even a vet, and I'll be bugging because I'll be so mad. There's to me. This is me. I actually told my son, don't you never think about, dream, hallucinate, none of that about joining nobody's army. I said, I salute, take my crown off to each and every one that has. But first of all, they have shown and proved to me time after time, they don't care about them vets. Them vets go out there and give up their life to serve for a country that when they come home, half of them are on the street and homeless.
I don't understand. I can never understand that.
I don't think any
amputated. They got amputated legs and arms and all that.
Let me finish because I'm gonna forget my thought.
Go ahead.
There is no reason they should ever have to pay any bill.
None.
For anything. For food, for housing, for medical. There is no reason they should have to pay with more of their lives. And they're homeless. It's insane to me.
Yeah.
I seen it was a Spanish guy that fought for this country twice. He was not a legit legal citizen, but they let him fight for this country twice. That man never been to Ecuador in his life. They sent that man back to Ecuador because he was not here legally properly. But he fought for this country, and when he passes away, he could come back to the United States and have a funeral with a 21 gun salute. You tell me how that makes sense.
I'm going to let me tell you this right here. I'm a veteran, right? It's so much red. They send veterans through so much doggone red tape. It's a crying shame.
Why? And why? Y'all did y'all red tape already.
Yeah, and the thing I see what it is. They don't give a rat's butt. That's bottom line. And look at all the money they sending overseas.
Yeah.
But look at all the money they could be using to curb homelessness, help people that need it over here. But with veterans, I'm one of the luckiest ones. I'm one of the lucky ones, right? But yeah, it's still hard. But you gotta go through red tape to get that picture. You gotta do 20 years. What the hell 20 years is if I get injured? If my mind ain't right. That's why they start if it wasn't for the military, a whole lot of people wouldn't know about PTSD.
Exactly.
Right?
It's true. Yeah.
Cause anybody can have PTSD. Anything can give you PTSD. I tell you, I was a volunteer firefighter. I went to this house, right?
Mm-hmm.
And this mother, this grandmother, and 2 kids was gone, burnt. And you could smell it.
Ooh.
But they was unalive before that happened. But you can smell it. And to this day, I still smell it. I still smell it. See, and people don't understand. People do not understand. Well, let me rephrase that. That some people don't want to understand.
Right.
And they say, "Oh, I said there's 3 type of people, right? The woke, the non-woke, and the 2 doggone woke. And the 2 doggone woke and the not woke, they're gonna be left behind."
Yeah. Like I said, y'all have already went through y'all red tape. Y'all have already went through and risked your lives for this country that don't even still care about your arse when you hear.
Right.
Yeah. And thank you for your service, teacher. Thank you.
Definitely. Thank you.
That's why I have a problem with that. Once I have given my life for this country, when this country gonna get their life for me?
Right.
Don't do me like that.
Yeah, and then if you go, so I want y'all to do this one time. I want y'all to do this one time just for me, and y'all come and let me know. Go to a store or somewhere, ask them do they get veteran discount.
A lot of places do,
and a lot of places don't.
Yeah, that's true.
A lot of places don't.
Y'all shouldn't be paying for nothing. Period. I'm just saying.
Actually, the heck with a discount, y'all should be getting it for free because some of them cops are getting food for free.
My point exactly. That's what I'm saying.
So
y'all shouldn't be paying for nothing. Y'all should have your own little ID card, veteran. I don't hear nothing.
Yep. I mean, they get
Put that
discounts
back to
at
the
certain
government.
restaurants. They do get discounts at restaurants because my son used to be in the Army and he gets discounts. Like for a car, he can get a discount for cars. My nephew, the same thing. You can get discounts on cars.
Yeah,
But the
Jiffy
things
Lube
that,
and all that stuff.
daily things, no, they don't.
But daily things they should not have to fight for.
Exactly. They should be able to have a house, a roof over their head. They should be fully fed. They should be taken
Fully
care of till the day they pass.
Exactly.
Only way
on the government.
Yeah, only way that happens is like you got to be injured. You know what I'm saying?
No,
yeah.
it shouldn't matter.
It shouldn't matter. And that's what I'm gonna start doing, campaigning for more for veterans. You know what I'm saying? That's my thing. See, with me, if I was, that's why I could be a politician. I told you I could be a politician. You can't. Hey,
I know.
You look like one in that avatar and behind that desk. I'm just gonna say.
You do look like Mr. President, as they call you.
Hey, I'm tell you why. Cause you can't easily grease my hand.
Mm-hmm.
Hello.
I'm gonna stick to what I said I'm running on.
Right.
And
So
then,
you're like,
another thing,
I said what I said, and I meant what I said, and that's all I'm gonna say.
and then the people that I be running against know how they want to go through all this negative stuff. Oh, it's gonna be already out there. So what you have to say? And then I wouldn't even make it to office. You already know that. I wouldn't make it to office for what I got to say.
Right. Because like it is.
You couldn't be a politician, I'll tell you. I always think of the show Scandal, and I'm like, it's a TV show, but that thing happens in real life.
All day long.
Okay.
Especially in
All that
government.
scheming and scamming. Not
Look
today.
at the last president. Like,
he
told y'all from the door he could unalive somebody in middle of Times Square and nobody would say nothing. Y'all would still vote for him.
Yeah.
And
He
with
told y'all
what?
to y'all face.
Yeah, but one good thing he did do, though. One good thing he did do. In the closet, you know who?
Mm-hmm.
They all got bolder. They don't got bold.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying? They don't got bold.
Yeah. You know when the devil strike and y'all see fire? That's what it is. Now everything is getting burnt to the ground right now. Everybody they scheming and scamming.
Yeah.
Everybody running around here messing with little kids and all kinds of crazy crap. Everybody again. That's one of his peoples too.
Yeah, and the thing about
pictures with that fool.
Yeah, and yeah, you're right. And the thing is it's like this. I would say this right here. People don't look at me when I'm crazy when I say this, right? I said every time heaven and hell, right? Guess where we at right now?
In hell.
There you go. We live in hell right now.
Yes,
people don't believe it.
It is. Why is it that retirement is 65, now 67, after you live your life and work for this country, paying your taxes, and how much enjoyment of that retirement you're going to even enjoy?
Hey, I wonder how many people know we don't supposed to be paying taxes. How many people know our birth certificate is really a bond that we go get money off of?
Yeah, I mean that's why they made us numbers. Because to me, if we pay like we pay in the Social Security all the time, okay. If I drop right now, where my money go? All the money I've gained up until now, where my money go? Because y'all taking my money and using it for other things. That money should go straight to my son. Like I said, everybody should have a own account with their name attached to it, but their Social Security money should be going into that.
I got you.
Not the government telling me what to do with my Social Security money that I paid into. That money I paid into, there should be an account set aside for me. When I retire, or when I get old enough, or if I get sickly and I can't move, I could dig in my own money. I ain't got to come to you asking you for my money. And then you tell me, no, I can't get it.
I don't know how true this is, but your money, and even in the banks, is being used to get them interest.
I know. Ain't that
crazy? Yeah. And
that's your money, and they making money off of your money.
I'll tell you this. I had a Chase account, and I know they use our money because I'll go in there. This has happened 3 times in my Chase account where I've had maybe about $500,000 in my account. And I was like, why is this money in my account? I don't have all this money in my account. And the next morning I will go in and I'll have exactly what I left off at. This has happened 3 times in the middle of the night when I go check my bank account.
Yeah.
And there's money that doesn't belong to me that's in there.
Ooh.
I
like that mistake.
For real. Hey, but you know the
in the morning, I bet you did.
Yeah. Hey, you know the scary part about that whole situation about banks. You know you get it. You know when insurance company gives a check, whatever. Somebody give you a check on that thing. Especially with us, you're going to try to cash it, and you got an account with them. Why the world they take so long? Think it's a fraud.
Let me tell you why. I'm going to explain to you what is going on with these fraudulent checks.
Yeah, it's a lot going on.
Yes. I've gotten checks out of nowhere. And what they use they say that it's a check that they want to give. They want to write you a check so you can go get your car, what they call wrapped. Okay. So what they do is they send you a check from a whole nother company that has nothing to do with them. They took their checks, their information from the company, and they made checks and sent it out to you, right? And what it is as soon as you go cash that check, right, you are liable for every amount that you just used to send them. Because that's what they'll do. They'll tell you, we need you to send a certain amount. Once you're gonna put the check in, and then you can send us this amount of money. It's like 700, whatever amount of money. So what happens is you owe the bank because that check is gonna go boing, oing, 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 oing.
But you know the reason I said that there were several people I have seen, and they talked about that. If you think they're checking from, all you do is call that call the people for that who gave that person that check. That's what they're supposed to do.
There
Right.
is no number. That's the thing. You know what
No,
number
no, no,
it
no,
shows?
no. You knew.
It shows
I'm not.
the company number that they took the checks from.
No, I know what you're saying, but I'm saying these people, where they got the check from, were actually the people they got the check from.
Huh?
The check that these people had went to cash it, and grandfather had gave his granddaughter a check to go buy a car, right?
Okay.
And they had a problem with it. Instead of calling the grandfather, you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And verifying it, instead of calling that insurance company and verify that check.
Hello, Silence. Mm-hmm.
That's different.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, but that's a
talking
different
about,
type. That's totally different than what you knew was talking about.
Yeah,
you knew was talking about straight up fraud. That's like if what I'm gonna tell you, like Shirley Strawberry or Nasty Nesto, like he wrote her ring out on the lady's account that owned the ring place. Like how you do that?
So what I do is when I get a check from them,
that's fraud.
I call the company and I let them know, hey, somebody got a hold of your checks and they're using your checks to make fraudulent transactions. And then I call my bank and I let them know, if there's any checks that's coming from this account, make sure that you verify it with an actual account that it belongs to, because there's some fraudulent checks being sent out in the mail to people. And, you know, some people are going to be your older people. Those are going to be the ones that are going to get screwed. I never got screwed because I have brains and I know that they're scamming me, because ain't nobody going to send you no check for no free. Thank you very much.
You're right. And then what the bank's supposed to, that's the bank's policy anyway. They're supposed to verify checks anyway.
That's why
they're supposed to.
A couple days cash them.
Yes, they have to make sure that they're actually your information. Yes, that they're your checks. Silence, I hope you feel better.
But yeah,
and hey, Renrock, I'm sorry if I didn't say hello.
Hi, Silence. It's my virtue. I like that name.
I do too.
That's Silence and Renrock.
Solid. I can't.
But we'll cover a whole lot of subject here, huh?
Yes. Paralysis, dreams, premonition, deja vu, bridge going down, unaliving a twin.
And you know what? Hey, you know, I'm gonna do my thing and circle back around and make it fit to what we were talking about.
Yeah, that's fine. We can do that. Let's go. Let's go.
See, what that tells us is that we see how much stuff we think about. See how much stuff we be thinking about, politics, this and that, our kids and all that stuff. That's why we cannot get no sleep. That's why some people cannot relax their mind.
Right.
And relax their body. See, everybody wait, they went on top. No, we didn't.
Right. So I have a question for everybody that's in here, except for D-Truth, because you said you don't have any kids. But if you've ever watched any kids at your home or anything, were you able to get in, go to sleep, like actually going to REM sleep, or are you a Delta sleeper? Because I am a Delta sleeper. I cannot go past Delta. Ever since I started having kids, I cannot go back past Delta sleep, which means you're asleep, but you can hear everything that's going on. I can literally listen to you having a conversation with somebody else while I'm knocked out. Well, not knocked out, sleeping, but sleeping under Delta.
I do both sometimes.
I can't do REM. I cannot sleep. I can't sleep that deep. Ever since I had kids, I cannot sleep deep.
But I told you I take sleep meds, so that's why when I'm playing off. Because other than that, I ain't going to sleep.
Yeah,
me too. Yeah, I don't take my meds. I don't sleep.
No, I don't even have to take medication. I just don't I'm not a medication person. I don't take anything to go to sleep, relax, none of that, except for, like I said, that Aleve was the only thing that would take in that pain, the edge from the pain from my shoulder.
You know what that's not a medication for sleep.
Hey Ken, how you doing?
You can take valerian root. It's a vitamin.
Okay.
It stink like hell, but it works. It will help put you to sleep. I used to give it to my son when he was younger. It also calms kids down to keep them from bouncing off the walls all the time. My son didn't bounce off the walls, but he didn't like to go to bed at night. he wanted to hang with me. No, you can't hang with me. Go to bed because you gotta go to school. Can't hang with me. Go to bed.
Yeah.
Hang on the
Hey,
weekend.
Yep. You knew, but I'll tell you, I know what that feels like because I started staying with my sister to help take care of my mom, right? And like I said, my niece. And you know how as adults, as parents, as uncle, as somebody, you worry about them. And she stays up at night. I'm like, okay, now what's she doing now? I can hear her, right? And the people like, how you hear this? How you hear what we were talking about? That's kind of like a parent instinct, right? We can just about hear anything.
Right. No, my kid, I could be sleeping and my son will walk in my room and I wake up. He doesn't even have to wake me up. I wake up as soon as I hear the footstep. I wake up and then I'm like, "Hey, son, good morning." Like that's how I am. And the thing is I don't get cranky when somebody wakes me up when they walk in my room. None of that. I don't worry. You know, I'm like, I could always go back to sleep if I need some sleep. But most of the time, once I'm up, I'm up. I can't go back.
That would freak me out. That would creep me out. I had a vision of it in my head. Yeah. So my bad. I didn't mean to cut you off.
Sorry.
I just had a vision of hearing Foots walk across the floor. You just pop straight in. Hey, son.
Yeah, I do. I wake up right away. I hear everything. I mean, like when my dog is whimpering, I'm sleeping. I'm actually sleeping. Like not, you know, I can't say knocked out because of the Delta part of it, not REM, but Delta sleeping. And I can hear my dog going, and I'm like, okay, come on, let's go to the bathroom.
That you're like if you stay somewhere, you know every sound that goes on around you.
Yes.
Basically, that's what it is. Yes. Some people don't hear every sound. Okay, you know how when you sleep in your house, right? You know your house. You know different sounds in your house. But if a sound you don't recognize in your house, you're like, wait a minute here.
Right.
What that is? The kind of, and you're like, man, I don't want. And you be in one of them sleep, but you hear it. But you're like, I don't want to get up and go see what it is.
Yeah.
I'm opposite. I get up. If I hear noises that are not supposed to be heard, I get up and I go check. I'm like, I don't even wake up my husband because I have a pow. I'm good to go. You know what I'm saying? So seriously, I go to the, go and look and see why there's noise in my backyard. And majority of the time, it's the wind blowing something down. But hey, you just never know. So you have to make sure you check because I want to keep my family safe. I want my family to be safe at all times. If I hear a noise, I'm getting up because like I said, I wake up as the footsteps. I can hear somebody running water in the kitchen. Like we have a nice size house. I can hear water running in the kitchen in my sleep.
Yeah, I can hear stuff like that too. And I'd be knocked out. And I know I'm knocked out because it's like, okay, now that noise is irritating me.
Hey, Brooklyn, how are you?
Teach you to stop it or shut it off or something.
Yeah. I want to ask this question to everybody.
Yes.
Before y'all go to sleep, right? Do y'all go check out the windows and doors?
Yes.
Have y'all found yourself when you sleep like thinking like, did I lock this door? Did I turn off this light? And get right back up and go check it.
Yes.
I'll be on.
I have to get up and go check. I gotta get up and check.
I mean, how are you gonna go to sleep not knowing if your doors are actually locked or not?
Because my door is locked all day. If I don't go nowhere, that door is locked. If the chain is on, I got this rug by my door. I put that thing
in locked down.
I said, please, walk up here
locked down.
Yep.
Walk up in here if you want. You're gonna get your feelings hurt. I might be asleep, but I promise you, I'm gonna know when you come in here because you're gonna mess around and pull that chain on that door, and you're gonna end up eating something through that door.
Oh, wow. Riaz said, when I was 20 years old, I had a dream of drowning.
Oh, wow.
I don't know if do you guys believe in, that's a question I have for you guys. Do you guys believe that your dreams have reasons behind it? Like there's a reason why you're having dreams?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And do you try like to define it by, if you remember details, do you try to define it? Because normally, thank you, Brooklyn. If you have a dream and it's detailed to where it's like you remember things about it. There's a reason behind it. Y'all know that, right? If you don't remember, then it's nothing. But there's always something behind you remembering a dream. And I always tell my kids, if you remember a dream, go ahead and look it up, because they do have like on the internet, you can look it up and see dreams.
They have books for things,
and they have books as well, right? And you can put on there what the dream was about in detail, and it'll tell you what it is. So like you have, and this is what I noticed, and I'm not kidding when I tell you this, snakes in the grass. What does that mean to y'all?
Child, it's a snake somewhere around you, and you need to get them away.
There's someone
is keeping around. Yeah,
backstabbing me, backstabbing me, getting ready to do me wrong. And I guess what I do after that? I start looking. I mean, my eyes get big, and I start looking and checking people out a lot. Like I literally watch every little step they make. If I hear any little inkling while we're having a conversation that doesn't fit my agenda, bye-bye, you gotta go.
No, I'm gonna tell you what you could do. This is what I do. And I tell it to people, because people, you know how people take in stuff but they forget? I don't. I'm an Aquarius all day. So what I do is, if I meet somebody new, and if I decide if I want to be cool with that person, I'm going to tell them one lie about myself. I'm not going to tell nobody else that lie. Nobody. Just that one person. And if that lie that I told them get out, I know they ain't to be trusted.
There you go.
That's a good way to find out.
Riaz, if you put SA, we know what that is. Please don't write that actual word in there. I would appreciate it. So he said, I remember when I was 18, I was SA in my dream. So he had a dream where he was abused.
Did he want to come up? Because he said, you knew, can I come up and explain what I mean?
Oh, he did ask?
Yeah, he did.
If I drop it in the chat, take it right away, because I'm going to delete it, because I don't want any trolls to grab it, okay? So give me a second. And let me make sure that it is.
But hey, I told y'all about dream my mama, so you know I believe in dreams.
Yeah, but ladies,
you gotta go. I know. I saw it in the private chat, but he
yeah.
Nice meeting you. I might come to your channel one day.
Yeah, the president got to go. Cause Secret Service is getting mad because I'm staying too long. Y'all have a nice and blessed day.
You too.
And may y'all rest of y'all day be as glorious as y'all are.
Oh,
pleasure having you here.
Have a blessed day, King.
I deleted that though for you. Don't worry. I've deleted the comment. I retyped it, but in a different way.
Yeah. Okay. Go ahead. How you doing?
I'm doing good though. I remember I had like this one dream or something when I was 18. I think it was like succubus spirit or something. So I was sleeping full night. So I have to pray before I sleep, and I have to recite it. And then when I go to sleep, I remember I had this one dream or something. I don't know. It's like it was dark, and this basically this lady ran up to me and basically did that to me. So it was a succubus spirit.
Wow.
That means somebody around you was a succubus spirit.
Right. Just because you dreamt that it happened to you doesn't mean that it didn't happen to somebody else in your life.
Yep.
Yeah. I remember that though. When I woke up, I was traumatized when I woke up, and I told my parents and I told my teacher, and then afterwards I got better.
Yeah.
Those are sometimes warning signs too.
Right. A lot of times when you dream, it's not always about you. Majority of the time, it's not about you. It's about somebody else that you know, that's in your family, somebody, a friend of yours, a friend of a friend, somebody that you know is in that situation. That's
like, remember your mama used to tell you when we was young, you dream of fish, somebody having a baby.
Yeah. I remember that.
Them things is real. People think they not, but they real.
Okay, yeah, I totally get you though. You know it by faith as well. Basically, there's 3 dreams that come. One from myself, one from God, and one from the devil. So basically 3 different types of dreams that can happen to me. So the last one though is from me. The other 2 is from the other one is from God. So basically, it's a good dream, but that dream is from the devil, and the third dream is from you.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha. I get that.
Brooklyn, if you want to come up, you can come up. I could drop. The link is dropped, and I'm about to take it down because I don't want anybody to grab it. I don't want no trolls up and chill.
Yeah, you have to be mindful who you have in your space.
Yes.
Because there are people that suck
Yes,
the life
Brooklyn.
out of you, and it ain't nothing funny. That's why I said you could see something really nice and shiny and pretty, and it could be so beautiful. But I promise you, it can cause you all kind of hell in your life.
Right. Do you want to come up, Brooklyn? Because I'm about to take it out of the chat. If not, sorry. Go ahead. You guys can talk. I'm just checking the chat.
When they're very, very vivid, it's meant for you to remember.
Yeah.
Yes.
Especially if it's a repeat dream. You know, I always look into those, and I keep having the same dream. I'll look into it.
Oh yeah, so basically with me, so I was just saying, for me, what I do is basically I block my dreams. So I have to pray every night. I have to get the Quran out every night, and I recite a verse from it every night. So I recite both the prayer and the verses together. So then I block my dreams and have a peaceful night. So I have to block it because sometimes though, whatever type of energy I feel is so strong though. I feel strong energy though when I go to sleep.
Yeah. Okay, Brooklyn. Thank you.
You need something to calm your mind and your spirit down before you try to go to sleep.
Right.
You might need to listen to some chakra music or something just to balance, or some white noise music or something just to balance it out in your mind. Because it's not good to always block your dreams, because again, some of your dreams are warnings.
Yes.
And your dreams are there for a reason.
Sometimes to protect you.
Yes.
Exactly. So sometimes you need to be aware of those dreams, because if you're not aware of those dreams, something may have happened in a dream that you were been aware of that may happen in the future that you can avoid from happening.
Right.
But if you're blocking out all of your dreams, I think that's a little too much.
Yeah.
Because that's also the only way that children learn to like what they want to be when they grow up. They have dreams of being this basketball player, or they have dreams of being a doctor or a lawyer. Sometimes
I don't have dreams in real life. I meant dreams when I go to sleep.
Huh?
I don't mean like dreams in real life, like what do I want to dream about? Nah, I ain't blocking that. I'm talking about when I go to sleep, those types of dreams, not that one.
Oh, okay. Because I thought you were saying you're trying to block out all dreams. That's what I thought.
I didn't say all dreams, and I meant to say all dreams. I meant though I block out every sleeping dream though.
That's what frightens you, is when you go to sleep.
I'm thinking. I heard you do the same thing.
Yeah. I'm thinking about daydreaming. I don't know why. You know, I daydream a lot.
Have you guys ever had it where, okay, so mines are actually had already happened, right? When I was younger. I haven't been having it lately, but when I was in Cali, I'd be sitting on the couch, and right when I'm like feeling like I'm gonna doze, I would see stuff. Have you ever been through that?
Yeah.
Yeah. And it actually came true.
Okay. Oh wow.
Yeah.
For me though, I don't see things. I've actually felt things. So basically, other spirits, and basically, I feel the presence of this. You know, they're called jinns though, and they're real. But the only reason you cannot see them is because there's a barrier between us and them. It's a spiritual barrier. So basically, you know, we can't see them, but they can see us. You know. So basically, like your dog and stuff like that, they can see things you can't see. So your eyes is not made to see certain things. You can feel it, but you can't see it.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay, so what I'm talking about is I'm sitting at my mom's, where at the time, well, it used to be our house, but my mom's now, and I would be like, right before I kind of like doze off, I see things, and I jump because I see accidents happening. And literally the accidents would happen like within 30-mile radius, right? So there's been one time where I jumped out of it, and then I went to go visit. I was going to go to my friend's house, actually, when I was waiting for her to call me to let me know, hey, come through, right? So she calls me and tells me, girl, guess what? And I was like, what's going on? there's an accident not far from my house, like maybe I'd say 3 blocks down. It's because that's where the street is. And then there's 3 blocks down where the houses are. So 3 blocks down is where the street is. There's an 18-wheeler is what I saw. I only saw the 18-wheeler. I did not see anything else behind the 18-wheeler because it was blocking a motorcycle guy who got hit by the truck. And his foot was only hanging by a tiny piece of skin. I seen that happening I just saw the truck. All I saw was a truck and a boom, like an explosion kind of thing. And next thing you know, there was the guy on a motorcycle, and there was an accident. And there's a lot of times where, and that's another thing, I'm blessed. I know I'm blessed by God for sure. I've had it where I would have, like they say your angels are talking to you. You better listen, trust and believe. Mm-hmm. Listen to them, because when they tell you don't go down that street or don't go here or don't do this, make sure you listen to them, because guess what?
Yeah, I agree.
I know that there's a dead end in Baton Rouge. This is in Baton Rouge. There's a dead end in Baton Rouge that I always go to because something just tells me turn here. And I already know if I turn right, I'm going to a dead end no matter what. I end up going down that street, and guess what? Lo and behold, there's an accident on that road that I just turned off of.
Wow.
I'm blessed.
Oh,
I'm blessed.
Yes,
yeah,
indeed.
I believe in that stuff. I actually believe in a lot of that.
I do too.
Okay, yeah, I totally get you. I believe in ghosts, though. The thing I believe in ghosts.
You do believe in ghosts?
Yeah,
so
I believe they're real.
Or actual ghosts?
No, actual ghosts though, real ghosts though. I actually believe it though. I believe ghost is real, but you can't see them. You can feel them, but you can't see them. I believe that though, because anything is possible. Because I know my creator created everything in this world. There's pretty much even like in this entire universe. And pretty much beyond that though. There's like they're probably beings who worship God, and they're basically different from us anyway. So in a way, I think that anything's possible. We just, we think some things ain't possible because, either it depends on what frequency we vibrate or we just don't know it.
Right.
And for me, I pretty much feel that type of stuff is because I'm on a higher frequency. Since I'm on the spectrum, I'm on a higher frequency. I'm basically going down to other people's levels to actually basically, normally function.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I believe that there's spirits. I don't know about like literally ghosts, but I believe that there's spirits roaming the earth.
Yeah.
I believe that there are ghosts. And I guess because I watch a lot of paranormal activity.
Paranormal? Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I love it.
Oh, nice. I've watched that type of stuff online. Not in real life, but online though. I'm too scared to go in real life.
I'm not going in. I'm not that stupid.
Right.
I do believe that stuff happens. I'm not gonna sit and put myself in a space where I know daggone well it's a bunch of ghosts.
Right.
But I have always been able to feel like certain things, and people like, what's wrong with you? And I'm like, some just don't feel right. Like I don't know. It's certain things just get weird to me.
Yeah.
But people like even one of my cousins had passed away, and I would literally go sleep into his bed, and they're like, you ain't scared? Like, that man passed away in that bed. I said, listen, y'all worried about the unalive. Y'all need to be scared of the people that's living. They don't scare me. Okay.
Right.
They're not the ones that I got a problem with.
Right.
So as long as I ain't bothering, they ain't bothering me, I ain't bothering them, I think we good. We could live here together.
Right.
It's the living that you worry about.
Right.
Right. I actually remember this one time though. I think the first time when I came to UK, I had a different home anyway. And I remember though, it's like basically where it's set, it's like basically where it's like all glass around it, and it's on like top of a hill connected to a forest. So basically my mom was scared because in some way it's like a horror movie setting. So basically me, my brother, my sister, my mom, we're all scared though. So what my mom made us do is every night though, when it becomes night, she makes us go upstairs with her in her room because she's so scared, she's so scared. Just I feel her. Okay.
Have you guys ever felt anybody like you'll be sitting on your bed and out of nowhere, like this is when I'm by myself, somebody like sat next to you, like you could see your bed actually, have that little slope?
No.
No.
That's
Nah.
too
When
much.
I'm home alone, yeah, I feel that though. When I'm home alone, chilling alone, when nobody else is at home with me, yeah, maybe.
Yeah, no, like when my husband went through, it's only happened a couple of times. It's nothing, it didn't scare me that much, really.
Wow, that's creepy to me though.
Yeah, it is a
Yeah,
little
that would freak
creepy.
me out.
It's a
So I don't
little
want nothing to do
creepy,
with that.
but I didn't freak out or anything. It was just like like somebody just sat next to me kind of thing. Like
Oh,
just
wow.
sat on the bed. Like I could see the bed kind of like somebody just sat down.
See,
And I could
now I
see that they
believe it.
got up and like I could see that. I see them getting up. And I was like, wait a minute, what the heck is this? And it's happened twice. The first time it startled me just a little bit because I was like, what the heck? But the second time I was like, yeah, it might be somebody visiting me. I don't know. But it hasn't happened since. It's only happened twice.
Okay, yeah, totally. But if that were to happen to me, the only way for me to notice that if I notice my heart is beating fast. So if I have a fast heartbeat, then I pretty much start to notice something's up. So if I have a fast heartbeat, then I know it.
Yeah. What were you going to say, BJ?
I forgot. See, my memory's short.
Oh, I'm sorry. You're like me, huh? If you don't say it right away, it's gone.
I know.
That sucks that we do that, but it is what it is.
It was just there, like, whoop, I forgot.
Oh, wow. Okay, yeah. I'm pretty much like that. So I have to say everything all at once before I forget it. I try not to.
Yeah, mine is my short-term memory. It's gone since that heat stroke. Definitely gone.
Okay.
It is what it is.
Okay.
This was
Well,
nice.
that's it. So that anyway, it can actually get permission to basically stream, this to audience. So basically, what I started doing now, though, is basically I started using the stream to audience feature in the live. So when I pop up on the panel, I started recently doing that, though.
Yeah.
I've never done it before, but I'm doing it now.
Yeah. Go ahead. You're good. What were we gonna say, BJ?
Forgot. No, I was just
oh my
saying.
God, not again.
No, I was just saying that this was good. I enjoyed. I would love to do this more often. This was really fun on different topics.
Oh yeah, definitely. Whenever you want to come through, just let me know. We can come up with a topic together and talk about it.
Yeah.
I actually need a partner in crime. No pun intended, but I want to do where like we do like what they called. I've done it before on my panel, and I had two other people that was up there with me. I would love to do news and like breaking news that as it happens, we report it.
Oh, wow.
That's cool.
Good.
So when you get like, all you have to do is have a device, right? You have your computer, if you're on your computer, and have your device, and your device has an app, and it's called Breaking News. As it happens, we can report it.
Cool.
I like that.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
I did that on my panel. It's been, I think we did it maybe once or twice, but we never came, they never came back because we had, I hate to say fallout, but it was a fallout.
Okay.
It didn't work. It wasn't working no more.
I got you.
You. And that situation broke. That situation broke. Hey, Joshua. Yeah, that situation broke. So I definitely want to do that.
Yeah. You could have had breaking news on P. Diddy.
Oh my gosh, right? We can do that after. We can look, we can go ahead and end this live and get on P. Diddy's tail. Oh my goodness.
That is something else. I'm like, damn.
Yes.
This week was a lot of stuff going down.
Oh man, that's crazy. And I don't know if you guys know about it, but there's a guy in that situation that gets taken in for having Uggs. OMG.
Did you say for having Uggs?
Uggs. He had Uggs.
Oh, that type of Uggs.
Yeah, not the kind you wear, but the kind they take in general. He has been
slow right now.
He's arrested. He has been arrested, and
God.
Yeah. Hey, Black Knight, how are you? Thank you for coming in. Hello. Yes, definitely. Thank you. Yeah, they're in your on your panel. Young man.
I totally get you.
I can see the link thing on there. That's why I see the link. When you see the link, that's how you know that they're in there.
Yeah.
But yeah, so basically, it's a lot of stuff going on with that case, but I don't want to talk about it in here because we're talking about dreams and things.
Exactly. We're talking about paralysis.
So anybody in the chat have you ever had sleep paralysis? Do you have a story to tell? Because I think I might do another live of this, and I want everybody to hop in here and we could talk about it, because there's a lot with sleep paralysis. There is a lot of it. And I think my opinion, of course, okay, you guys could have your own opinion on what it is, but my opinion is because you're either stressed, you're exhausted, and that's when it happens to me, when I'm really, really tired.
Yeah.
So definitely you want to try to get your rest when you do have that issue. You know, if you do have sleep paralysis, and rest. And then stress. Let me tell you about stress. Again, I've already said it before. To me, this is how I deal with stress. I don't. Because there's nothing I could do about it. What's the use of stressing? I used to stress way back. I'm not going to sit here and tell you that I never stressed in my life, but I don't stress anymore because I started noticing that stress doesn't fix it. So what's the use of stressing about it? You're going to end up with health issues and everything with stress. So it's just, how about you just say, okay, you know what? If you can't do anything about it, you try to do something about it, of course. Hey, the word, how you doing? You try to do something about it, right? But you also don't want to stress over doing something about it, because it make health issues for you. It just is what it is. So that's how I deal with it. I mean, I know a lot of people probably sit there, bite their nails and you know, pull their hair out their heads and do all kinds of stuff because they're so stressed out. Hey, Enlightenment, how are you? Thank you for coming to Riaz's channel. But yes, so basically, I feel like that's the situation with sleep paralysis. It just wears you down.
Okay, yeah. I totally agree with you, but I'm also saying that there's two different types of stress. When you say stress, there's two different types of, there's internal and there's external. For me, I don't feel too much external, it's more internal. I try and fix that though, but I just pretty much just chill.
Yeah. Yeah. That's the part
I suffer from more internal.
Yeah, that's the one that Astute was saying. She basically feels like she's still going to get stressed no matter what, because she's going to stress to the point where she's thinking about how she could fix it. But at the same time, if you can't, you can't. And you just have to leave it alone and just put it in God's hands, because God will take care of you at all times. He's got your back, no matter what.
Yes, of course.
Exactly. And that's why I'm doing my best not to stress so much.
Huh?
Right. Right.
What did you say, Astute? What did you say?
I said that's exactly why I've been trying my best not to stress as much, because I know I have no control over it.
Right.
And I have to learn to trust that God's going to work it out for me.
Right. Right.
Even though I stress myself.
Yeah. I mean, this is not a gospel.
I'm extra.
This is not a, a Christian type of channel. I don't do Christian talking, but I believe in God 100%. And let me tell you something. When you put it in his hands, leave it there. Don't question it, because how's he going to help you with anything if you're questioning what you just put in his hands to take care of for you?
Exactly.
Just saying.
I know I'm a walking contradiction sometimes. I ain't gonna front, especially when it comes to stuff like that. It's like, okay, stop stressing yourself. You know you can't do nothing about it yet, so stop and relax. And I'll do for a little bit. Then it's like, okay, you're taking too long, Lord. Like, I know I ain't supposed to question you, but sir, ma'am, sir, I need something.
Yeah, I totally get you though, but for me though, my faith is basically yes, you believe. I believe in God. Yes, leave it to God, but at the same time, is God helps those who helps themselves. So I'm supposed to do the work while God's helping me, and basically, it's not my timetable also. So yes, it will help. Help will come, and whatever will happen, happen. At the same time, it's you who has to make it also. So God helps those who helps themselves. So you have to help yourself first, and God will help you afterwards, because you're not supposed to blindly just believe that will just happen magically.
Right. No, definitely not. No, That's not what I was saying. I'm saying basically, when you put it in his hands, don't sit there and say he's not going to do it, is what I'm talking about. Because you still have to put your foot in. You can't just like, oh, okay, he's going to take care of it and that's it. No, you still have to do your thing. You have to do your part. But I believe that when you sit there and you say, here, God, God help me. And you basically say, oh my God, I know he's not going to do this. He's not going to get to this on this time. Because he's going to get to it when it's time to get to it, because everything happens for a reason in our lives.
Yeah, it's more like a test though. It's more like a test of faith, and I agree with you. Basically, what I was just saying though is basically the same point as yours. It's just basically, to me, I was just trying to elaborate in a different way.
Mm-hmm.
So it's the same thing.
Does Hammer Time wants the link? She said link.
He's not on my chat. You see that little link thing that's on there? He's in the other chat. He's in somebody else's chat.
Oh, okay, I got you.
It's all about faith. Amen, Ray Rock. Amen. Amen. 100%. But anyway, so back to the paralysis thing. We have been doing this back and forth today. But the thing with paralysis, like I said, it's a lot. Because like I said, when I get it, like it's been times where I got it like 3 times in one night, and it was like back to back. It was like I get out of it, then I get back in it. I got out of it, then I get back in it. So it's hard to handle. It is hard to handle.
No, I think
hello, how are you?
Yeah, I was gonna agree with you. I've kind of probably experienced that in a way, but not too major though. Like I have felt it though. Like I don't know what type of dream. So sometimes that even if I pray and block it, the dream is still gonna happen either way. So it just sometimes happens. So like one time when I went to sleep, I just felt something. I couldn't move, and I felt something happening. I just don't remember what it was. So it's happened to me, but I can't remember it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shoot, my bad, y'all. I was on mute.
That's okay. You were talking, but you were muted. I've done that.
I was thinking of something,
and
I was getting ready to open my mouth, and I looked up and I said, "Oh, girl, you muted." It's been a rough night. It's been a rough night.
I was watching somebody's channel early this morning. Like I told you, I don't go back to go right back to sleep. But I did take a little nap, so that's why I was actually fully awake for this live. But they were on there and they were talking. When I tell you, they were on there like 2-3 minutes. Blah, 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 blah. You can see their lips moving, but ain't nothing coming out. I felt okay about being muted. Like when I mute myself and I forget it, I felt good because I ain't never had it that long. It was muted for a long time, like for 3 minutes. That's a long time.
Yeah, I probably done this thing.
Thank you for coming. I appreciate it. But we'll definitely have to do this again. Okay, sweetie?
Yeah, we'll talk.
Okay, no problem. I got you. Okay.
Yeah. Bye, guys. Take care.
Bye. Bye, sweetie. Oh, he fell off too. Okay. All right. So yeah, what was I talking about before I got sidetracked?
We were going to talk about sleep paralysis.
Whoa. Yeah. So like I said, 3 times in a row it's rough, but yeah, I ended up talking about the mute thingy. But yeah, 3 times in a row is something for sure.
Definitely. I gotta go mod, child. I forgot about it. This woman gonna cuss me out.
Hold on.
She'll be like, "Dag it, I ain't hollered at you in a minute, and as soon as I tell you I need you to mod, you ain't nowhere around."
Oh, girl, look, have you been doing lives? Because look, let me tell you what's going on with YouTube.
They keep taking subscribers away, and it's pissing me off.
Well, not only that, it's like, okay, I had certain people modded, and then they ended up getting not modded, right?
I know.
And then also my notifications are off the hook where they're not even coming. Only the ones that I'm not even rocking with, like people that I'm not even subbed to, are coming in my notifications. And so, YouTube is doing that, and it's getting
I know they're doing it to a lot of people because I know this lady. She has all her mods. They all came back and they was like, "Where my wrench at?" She was like, "Where y'all wrenches at?" She didn't even know they were gone. I was like, "Okay, this is crazy." But I had a friend that she had to literally subscribe to my channel 5 times every day. She was like, "This is getting on my nerves," and I'm like, "I know it is." So what I've been trying to do is tell people, make sure they check their notifications, make sure they're still subscribed to the channels that they're subscribed to, because they might not be getting a notification, but they might not be snatched off that list and don't know they've been snatched off.
Right, exactly. So, another thing, a lot of people end up saying, "Oh, I'll just unsubscribe and then subscribe." Don't do that. Don't do that. Put it on no notifications and then all notifications. Sometimes it works, sometimes it don't. But because if you unsubscribe to somebody's channel and then just resubscribe, YouTube sees that as a bot, y'all. They see it as a bot. They'll unsubscribe you again, huh?
I said, get out of here. Thank you for telling me that, because now I can let everybody
They'll
else.
unsubscribe them. That's how it works, because they'll see it as like, wait a minute, why are you subscribed to this person? You didn't even look at their channel, because you literally, it's like you just started all new, like you just started new as their subscriber. And I'm hoping YouTube starts doing this. This is what I want from YouTube. I want them to start giving us the ability to see who is subscribed to us. They used to send us notifications. Hey, this person subscribed. Guess what? They're not doing that. They haven't been doing that on my emails. So
I get a couple every now and then.
I would love to see this going on, to go ahead and put subscribers and let us know that they're subscribing to us. And that way, you know who subscribed to you. And that way you can give them the same love as they gave you. Because a lot of times if they subscribe to you and you don't even know they subscribe to you, because they don't leave a comment, guess what? They unsubscribe to you because they think that you're not rocking with them. But how am I going to know if you're rocking with me if you're not subscribed to me? I'm just saying.
Exactly. Because you know what it is? A lot of people that end up subscribing are actual content creators. So they don't be wanting people to be all up in their lists. So they block it. So like, I know I got a bunch of subscribers on my page, but I'm like, they don't come through. They half of them I haven't seen since they subscribed. I thank them for their subscription. I appreciate it, because I'm still trying to get to this 500 and I still ain't got there yet. But it's okay. But some people will subscribe to your channel just to subscribe, but they don't never come back and say nothing.
Right.
So I think the crazy thing is the people that are saying something in your chats are the ones that are getting unsubscribed. And I'm like, that's stupid.
That doesn't make any sense.
They're messing with everybody's analytics. And I'm like, okay, we know y'all ain't human, but if some of y'all humans still behind the machines. So stop playing with us. Because it's channels that should have been gone that ain't gone and they still here.
So, and that's another thing. I'm glad Dom People said that. She said YouTube won't let me join any more channels. When you say that, you mean subscribe to channels. Let me tell you what's going on. And that's the same thing TikTok does, and other platforms, I'm pretty sure. If you go too fast, if you sit there, like TikTok especially, if you keep subscribing and following on TikTok, right? TikTok is following and subscribing is on here. So you got TikTok. You constantly following somebody, following. They tell you automatically, hey, slow down with the following, because guess what? They just know that all you're doing is just subscribing to people, like following people, right? And that's the same thing with YouTube. YouTube is gonna let you subscribe to a certain amount of people, and then it's gonna let you. It's not gonna let you subscribe anymore for a while. That's considered you being on what they call suspension. So they suspend you, not your account. They suspend you from being able to follow any further channels. And then once that time is passed, they'll go ahead and let you subscribe again. But just make sure when you're subscribing, you subscribe the correct way. And you also take your time. Don't do it right then, back to back. Do them a few at a time. So that way they don't see you as what they call a bot, a YouTube bot. That's what happens when you do that. Yes.
Oh, okay.
So,
girl, I got to get my butt out of here.
Okay, sweetie. Thank you for coming. I appreciate that. If you guys have any more questions, I'll answer some questions, and I'm about to get off myself. It's almost 3 hours. I'm going to do 3 hours and I'm going to get off, because that's what I did the last time when I did the sleep paralysis, but I had to get rid of it because of certain reasons. I'm not going to, we're not going to say it in public, but it is what it is.
Well, I hope we ain't mess up your sleep paralysis video, because
oh no. I do this all the time. You know, I don't have like a niche. I don't have a niche. I do everything.
I know you do.
Yeah.
I know you do.
Yeah. Okay. Well, thank you for coming. I appreciate it.
I will come back.
This time I'm gonna say queen, because queen is better word for you. Thank you.
Thank
Sweetie.
you. I appreciate that.
Appreciate it.
I truly appreciate that.
No problem.
I will see you soon.
Yes.
And yeah, I still go live. Like I try to do my lives on Saturday mornings. I said I'm gonna add Sunday mornings and Tuesday mornings for Temperature Tuesdays, so I can see how everybody.
You have my IG, correct or not? You have my IG.
Well, I don't think so.
Because
maybe
if you
I
have
do.
my IG, drop your
probably do.
channel in there. Like I said, I can't see what I can't see. Like if I'm not getting no notification, I don't know what to do about it. Other than I try to take it all the way down to no notifications and then go back all the way up on all notifications. But sometimes it works and sometimes it just does not want to.
Yeah. I got you.
Okay.
I'll hit you up on there.
Oh, thank you, Rias. But yeah, so thank you for coming, Queen. I appreciate it. But yes, please drop it in the IG, and then that way I can head over there so I can hang out.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate you.
Oh, of course, anytime. Doors are always open for you, Queen.
Thank you. I
Always
appreciate that. I don't know why people keep calling my phone. I need them to go away. I don't want to get no copyright strike, but she ain't put that song out yet, so she can't do a copyright strike yet.
They probably didn't even hear that. That's like a quick ding, and that's it.
Yeah, and because that's Melody Cherie Rogers. That's her new song. So I stole it when she did a little singing thing for us. I said, "Girl, I'm stealing this song. This is gonna be my ringtone." So that's my ringtone.
Oh, how cute! That's cute.
Yeah. But yeah, I still do my lives and I do my uploads.
Okay.
So it's
all right,
always
just put it in the chat, like when you're getting ready to go live, and if you have it like set already, just drop it in my IG, and I'll be right there, girlfriend.
I got you, sis.
All right, sweetie.
Have a wonderful day.
You too, darling.
Peace and love to your chat too.
To you, yes, definitely. All right, you guys. So if you guys have any questions in the chat about sleep paralysis, like I said, I'm going to be on here for like right at 10 minutes or so, and then I'm going to head off because it'll be 3 hours for me. So if you guys have any questions, drop it in the chat, y'all. Drop it in the chat. Any question you want to ask me, I'll answer, except for the ones I'm not going to answer. I'm just going to tell you that right now. Okay. Howling Wolf is my ringtone. What? Wait a minute. I think I might have one. I'm going to have to copy you. Okay, Renrock? I'm going to have to copy you. So when one of the wolf pack calls me, it's gonna ring with the wolf howling. Thank you for giving me that idea. Thank you, Renrock. Thank you. So you guys, if you guys want, like I said, if you have any questions, and I know that you're in his chat, I would like for you guys to ask me a question if you'd like. And like I said, I'm gonna be on here for right about 9 minutes now. Okay, the 9 minutes. But sleep paralysis is a butt kicker. Okay, it is a butt kicker. It's a rough ride. Thank you, Renrock. He said, "Let's go, sis." Yes. OMG. Oh, let me go ahead and let me put my video up for you guys. Let me see. Where are you at? Is it this one? I think this one.
Welcome, Dolphin Fan, Wolfpack Nation.
So let me see. Is there another one for y'all? Give me 1 second. I think this one. All right, here we go. All right, you guys. So that's one of the videos. I have other videos, but I'm going to have to redo some videos so that way you guys could have some more videos to look at, some more show videos like throughout the show. I'll be putting videos up. So I just want to tell you guys, thank you for coming to News channel and to Riaz's channel. You guys are amazing. How you guys just hop up. That is so cool. I like that. And also in my chat, I don't know if I told everybody, but you could say hello, hi, hey, good morning, good afternoon. And basically, when you greet somebody, your channel will get dropped in the chat. So that way you guys can connect with each other. I don't have a problem with people connecting to my channel. Some people might, but I don't. I like people to connect. I like to make big families. I like to have my big family, and I'd like other people to have big families. So that way we could all, because like I said, YouTube is a big, 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 big place. And we all have room to grow in YouTube land. Just gonna say. Some people don't take it like that, but I do. I think YouTube is just a big place that, you know, there's no reason for nobody to be arguing, fussing, and fighting. And anytime you have like a disagreement, guess what? You agree to disagree. Okay? Agree to disagree. That's it. That's how that works. So I am going to be on here for another about 4 minutes or so, and I will be hopping off. And I appreciate everybody that came through. And I appreciate my panelists that were up here with me. That would be BJ, Queen, and Riaz. I appreciate y'all coming up here on my panel. Oh, I'm sorry. I cannot forget Wolfpack Nation, D-Truth. He also was up here earlier. Thank you for coming in and being, hanging out with us. Hello, Sugar 100. How are you? Hey, Tamika. So, yeah, that's basically what I wanted to say. And let me see. And you guys, just make sure you guys get your rest, relax, get your rest. So that way you don't have to worry about anything to do with sleep paralysis. You want to get your rest. Because a lot of times sleep paralysis for me is because I'm exhausted, staying up all hours, and just not resting. And then all of a sudden I start getting this feeling over me that hovers over me. It's this big, like a black cloud, and with eyes. And I'm just, it's a lot to deal with, and then my heart's beating so fast. It's palpitating like really fast. And then sometimes it goes quick. Hey, hello, Scorpio. How are you? Thank you for coming to Riaz's channel and listening to me talking, of course. And basically, it goes away after a short time, right? But sometimes it can last a little few seconds extra. And like I said, my heart just palpitates. It just starts speeding up on me. And then I just kind of lay there and hope, I start praying, because that's the only thing that's going to get rid of it, right? You pray and it'll get rid of it. And then there's times where I would wake up, I'll wake up out of it. And then right when I'm starting to doze off again, it starts up again. So I've had like 3 times in one night, and it was back to back. It was as soon as it would go away. And then I'm like, okay, I'm good. Then it just comes right back. And then I'd say, okay, I'm good. And then it'll come back again. So basically it's happened 3 times in a row. Not every time, but this is like randomly, it does happen 3 times in a row in one night. And I am a Delta sleeper. I don't know if you guys know what Delta sleeper is. A REM sleeper is when you're literally knocked out. You can't hear anything. You're sleeping. You're knocked out. Now, I can sleep comfortably, but I'm a Delta sleeper. I can hear everything that's going on around me. I don't know if I even said this last time. I don't think I said this, but I used to be on a panel, and I would be like tired, and they would be like, oh, she must be sleeping because she's not answering us. Well, I can hear them talking. I can hear them talking about the whole conversation. I hear everything, but I was in Delta sleep. I was tired. I was in Delta sleep, But hey, Tamika, thank you for coming to my side. And I would be sleeping, like I said, but I could hear everything that's going on because I sleep very lightly since I started having kids. Because like when you have kids, thank you, Riaz, for coming back. And when you have kids, you don't sleep deep. I mean, I didn't sleep deep when I had kids. I would be worrying about my kids, making sure they were breathing. I would always be in their room checking them out. So as they got older, I'm still into Delta sleep. I have not gone like into REM sleep in a long, long, long time. Hopefully I'll get it sooner or later. I don't know. We'll see how this goes. But I'm not a medication taking person, so I won't take like anything to help me sleep. I have to do it naturally. If I sleep, I sleep. If I don't, I don't. So definitely you guys get your rest so that way you don't have to deal with hopefully you won't have to deal with it. And I don't know if anybody, hey Scorpio, I think I said hello to you, right? I think so. If you guys do have any questions before I get off of here, you can drop it in the chat and I will definitely answer your questions. Some questions I don't answer and others I do. So if you have any questions, drop it in the chat before I head out. And I just wanted to see if anybody had any questions for me. Any questions? It could be about YouTube. If I know it, I'll give you the answer. If I don't, I'll just be like, hey, look, I don't know. I could find out, but I don't know at this time. But if you have any questions, I've been around YouTube for 3 years just for my channel, but I've also been a YouTube subscriber for years and years. So I learned a lot through these years. So if anybody has any questions. And you guys, if you do come in here, make sure you drop your, say hi. So that way it'll drop your link in here and you guys could connect. Hello, Rich. How are you? I'm talking about sleep paralysis and a few other things. And I showed a couple of news situation with that bridge that went down. And then also the situation in Brooklyn, New York, where the girl got stabbed and unalived. Yeah, the twins, the one where the guy felt he got his feelings hurt, and he stabbed her. Like, why do you think that that's okay to do that? Like somebody turns you down and you turn around and you do this to them? And it's crazy because my understanding is he didn't have the weapon with him. He went and got it after he was told that the girl was not interested. So the sister, also got, stabbed, but she's fine. One of the twins did not make it. One did and the other one did not. Now, I don't know if I haven't heard anything about her with the one that, the one that made it. I don't know what's going on with that because I'm gonna have to go look into it. You funny, Rich. I'm happily married. Thank you. Going on 37 years, y'all. Going on 37 years. I'm good. Unless you're talking about getting on my panel and talking about some kind of, we can talk about like things that's going on in this world. Yeah, you can come up on my panel and we can talk. That's fine. But yeah, so if you guys Riaz, I know, right? Oh goodness. Hey, let's talk. How's it going? Girl. Yes. V. Wow. Is it V Woo? That is V Whoa. Whatever. V. Hey. All right. So if you guys don't have any questions, I'm going to get off the live. If you guys want to come over here and hook up with, get you subscribe, get you some family members, you can. It's up to you. Hello, world. How are you? Thank you for coming to Riaz's channel. I don't even see Riaz on here. I'm literally up here by myself. Riaz could have been up here with me, but he didn't just left me. He just dropped off and left. Anyway, so yeah, thank you guys for coming. I appreciate it. You guys are cool people, you know. Thank you for rocking with me. I appreciate y'all. And I'm sure everybody else who, you know, you go to their channels, they appreciate you as well. I mean, some do tell you and some don't tell you, but I'm letting you know. Thank you for coming through to my channel and to Riaz's channel. You guys are amazing. You guys are rocking. That's cool. If you guys are in here, hey, let's talk about it. Toya, hi, how are you? I think I said hello to you, right? Yeah, I did. Anyway, yeah, I just wanted to make sure. Yes, and Riaz said he appreciates it too. Definitely. Definitely. Let's see. So you guys put hi in the chat when you come in here, and then you can connect. You only have a 1 minute wait for because I have subscriber mode, because I have trolls coming through here, and you guys can connect with each other. All you have to do is put a hi in the chat, hello in the chat, and it will drop your link. Okay. So in a few minutes, I'm about to leave out. So if you guys want to hurry up and get together, grab some more family members, hey, by all means, come on down. And also, if you leave a comment in my comments, not in here, not in the chat, but in the comments, I will also connect with you guys as well. Okay. I will go look at your videos and connect the proper way. Because right now, if I just go grab you right now, all I'm doing is just connecting. No, I'm not doing that. I'm actually going to go and do it the right way. I'm going to go look at a video. If I find a long video and I don't have anything else to do, I'll just run your video and then put a comment in there, let you know that I came through. So yeah. But most likely there's going to be a live that's going to be coming up, but I definitely will be looking at least a short and then come back later. But definitely, if you guys want to come and connect, that'll be great. So I'm about to get off, y'all. I had a 3-hour full-blown conversation about multiple things, and majority of it was about sleep paralysis. And like I said, just get you some rest, y'all. Don't do like me, stay up all day, all day, and then stay up all night until like about 11, 12 o'clock. Sometimes I will let myself go to sleep early on. And then there's times where I can't go to sleep. So I'll stay up on the YouTube, right? Watching videos, got my headset on so my husband doesn't get woken up, and stay up until morning, till 3:20 in the morning to wake up to fix my hubby's breakfast. So that way he can head off to work. Thank you, Ren Rock. Appreciate you. Love is love. So yes, definitely I would do that. And then I normally would go back to sleep, but lately I haven't been going back to sleep. I'll watch a little bit of YouTube until I fall asleep. And then I wake up and then I'm back to, normal. Like I said, I sleep REM. So I don't sleep very, like I don't get knocked out. I don't sleep all the way out. I'm in Delta. I can hear everything that's going on. My son could like walk in literally, and I would wake up out of my sleep and say, good morning to my son. Yes. So yeah. So basically, like I said, I'm about to get off, you guys. If you guys have any lives or anything, you could just put that in the chat. Just put live and put what time, because I don't think you could put your link. Even if I don't know. Yeah, I think mods can only put links in the chat, in the comments, but you could put put your channel. Well, of course your channel's going to pop up. Just put on there live and then put what time you're going to be live, and make sure you put Central, Eastern, or Pacific, because definitely you don't want to not put that, because then I'll be following Central. And if it's Central and you end up being a whole hour, I'll be a whole hour late, or a whole 2 hours early, whichever one. Because like I said, Pacific is 2 hours before my hour. Like right now, it's 1:14, and it's right now in California, it is 11:14, and then in Eastern is 2:14. So make sure you put that in there, live and what time. And that way, because I always get my comments. My notifications are not popping, but my comments, definitely, I do get my comments. It's 6:14 p.m. UK. Woo! Yeah, I forgot about that. You do have a difference in time. Okay. Okay, cool. All right, you guys, I'm about to get off. I'm about to give you guys an outro, and then I'm going to head out. Thank you for coming. I appreciate y'all. Hold on, let me see. Outro. All right, you guys. Y'all have a great day. Thank you for coming. Appreciate y'all.
Oh,